Local recording.
we have to go through that whole acute hidden thing again. Continuity.
Yes! Episode 27. It's Tekken again. London edition.
It's Tekken again. Again.
Yeah, again, because we did a Tekken previously with the Birmingham lot, but now we're running it back with a London guest. And technically because you're a Tekken head, Bento, we've got your perspective as well, so you can judge us.
Yeah, man.
Don't judge us, man. Please don't judge me.
What is there to judge? From what I remembered, you and your boy Azim went up to Manchester and picked up some free money.
You know what, General? I don't play the game no more, but I still got the fundamentals from Tekken 6, and I played the game here and there, and I went out there for a laugh, and I went out there to support Esmond. He's really trying to start up something there. So I said, you know what? I ain't doing nothing on a Sunday. I said, you know what, let's go out there and let's have some fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. But but let's just start off with the introduction. So, bruv, what's with your name? Hold up. It doesn't have anything to do with
Thunder.
Oh, you can't see the stream, can you? Yeah.
No, I can't see the stream.
Okay, I've got myself 2 of the original VHS gentlemen. Yes, once upon a time, media came in this big ass bulky thing called a videotape, which I kind of miss. Well, actually, no, I don't, because it's actually it's mad long, especially if man's forgot to rewind the tape. But anyway.
It's true. I mean, I remember I had porn on VHS, and it was so hard to get your favorite part to have a wank to, and it's like sometimes I don't get too forward, and I'm like, I'm telling you, back in the day, we had tough wanks.
And if you pause it, the screen's all like shaky and glittery, so you can't get your favorite part.
Yeah, do you know what the flaw with that was? Your favorite part were like emphasized, because you would always run it at your favorite part. You would always get that nasty G. It's like, okay, that's your favorite. That's your favorite bit. But real talk. But real talk. Do you know what the problem with Thundercats is? Which I know it's not probably a popular opinion, but it's one of those shows you remember being really fucking wicked as a kid, but you actually sit down, you watch it now, you actually realize, oh my god, this is actually proper crap. It's like your big brother, your big sister at the time was telling you that is crap, but when
I mean, you know why I love it? When I look back at it, right, my name doesn't come from there. My nickname's Ozzy, right? So when there used to be fights in the playground, I used to go and stop the fights, and they were like, "Oh, you're a lion." So Ozzy Lion came from there, and then I added the O to it. It was like Liono, and then I used to watch Thundercats, and like looking back at it, Liono he's a bit of a pussy, bruv. He relies on his fucking sword of omens. Every time Momra fucks around with him, sword of omens. Panthro was the real motherfucker. He was from the Bronx, Panthro.
Nah, he was. I'm sorry. No disrespect. He was a bit of a game mechanic. I'm sorry. he blatantly was. I'm sorry. You sit down, you watch Thundercats now. Pantro was blatantly YMCA, and that's no disrespect, because I love my bros, but still.
Hey, Tara was hot. She was hot as shit.
No, serious thing. I'm just going to change this. I'm going to change the subject.
Neville's not having it. He's like, no, fuck Thundercats.
No, seriously. Thundercats was one of those things you watch as a kid. Again, you thought was godlike, but the problem you realised was you were pretty bloody young as a kid. So then you sit down now as a proper grown-ass man, you realise, oh my god, it's like the incidental music blatantly comes out of, I don't know, Star Trek.
You look at the cartoons now, I mean, you can't compare them to the 80s.
Yes, I can, because do you know what they did? They recently remade Thundercats, and I can blatantly tell you that is 100 times better than the old one.
You know what? I haven't seen it, because I looked at Liono and he looked skinny and he just put me off. It's just like Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter, but they made Guile was my character. But in Street Fighter 4, when I looked at his aesthetics, he looked like he got a hunchback. he looked like he'd been through war, and I said, oh, I don't like this style.
No, seriously, if you get a chance, you gotta check out the new Thundercats. It just all I can say is it just makes sense. It's like because the problem with the original Thundercats is you remember being godlike, but then you kind of realize it had kind of like the disease of the 80s where let's remember the plot to the original Thundercats. Basically, their planet blows up, but you know what? Every effing cartoon in the 80s did that. It's like Transformers, their planet blew up. Brave Star. That's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. It's bloody
Brave Star, General. You took it to Brave Star.
Yeah, man. Hold up. Where is it? Hold up.
The VHSs are coming out.
Yeah, man. That's my
Strength of the bear.
No, man. You can't say it like that. That's proper crap. It was as Martin would say, it was from the heart.
The Puma.
And it would be from the heart if I could bloody find where I put my tape. Oh man. Okay, this is really annoying me now. It's like man, no. Okay, never mind. But you get the whole. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hold up. Run it back. Run it black. Yeah, man. Brave Star with 2 R's. Because he was so bad, he needed an extra R.
Man, listen. As a brown boy growing up, to me, he was brown. I didn't see Red Indian. He was the only superhero for me. You know what I mean? I love Brave Star. Even the movie.
Yeah, that's the movie. Yeah, that's the original. Yeah, that's the original. Was it? Well, technically, it was a pilot where he proper lays one on was it JD, and then and proper. And was it Stampede was just proper evil. We're like we're talking proper evil, and it's got one of the most iconic scenes in cartoons ever, which I'll probably have to upload to a video later. But anyway, actually, hold up. Let's move off cartoons because obviously we're still in your damn introductions. But no, this is still a sick conversation nonetheless.
When you put me on mute, you're like, I'm gonna quickly do this intro. We've been waiting for like 10 minutes. I'm like, is this the fucking Jay Leno show? It's the Tonight Show. Skirmish. I'm thinking you're doing your jokes. I'm thinking, okay, I gotta wait. This is like backstage. We're waiting backstage here.
Man, we're gonna do. I mean, yeah. Well, before I messed up the opening, we're gonna get the cameras and that sorted out. Yeah. But anyway, obviously we got your name sorted out. It's not quite Thundercats. It's something else. But anyway, so
it's a hybrid.
Gotcha. But anyway, you're based in London, innit?
Bruv, I'm based like 10 minutes away from you. I'm in Whitechapel.
Yeah, that's an interesting part of town because it's like
it's like Bengalis / hippie white people. You're never gonna find that anywhere. Yeah,
and you just have to like literally cross about 50 or 100 meters, then you're in the bloody city of London. It's like proper uber wealth, you know them skyscrapers and all that crap. But yet. Yep. But then you just have to step. Then you just have to step backwards, and it's like, okay, I'm in Brick Lane again. I don't know. I just love that. I just love cities like that are just like weird contradictions.
You know what? One thing I love about Brick Lane, you meet every race here, General. Every race. Growing up, it wasn't like this. Growing up, it was completely not like this. But now it's just you find every race here. It's one thing I love about London.
No, definitely for sure. It's like you got languages to your left. You got, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice and mixed and things like that. But other than that, so here's the real important question. So what are you saying about your competitive fighting game history then?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Elaborate.
Oh, like I said, just lay it on me. So what was your first competitive fighting game? You actually decided, you know what? I'm not going to mess around at home. I'm going to go to the arcade. I'm going to block mans up. So what was that game?
You know what? It was Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If you played fighting games, that was the godfather of fighting games. If you got into Tekken, if it went because of Street Fighter, you know what I mean? That's what got me into Tekken was Street Fighter 2 Turbo. When the first time I heard the Sonic Boom, I was like, my receptors went crazy. I was like, Sonic Boom? Sure you get. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like, you know what? That stays in my head till now. If I go out, to a nightclub trying to hit on a woman, and she tells me, fuck off. In my head, I hear Sonic Boom. That's how much it hurts. Where you from? I'm not from anywhere. Tiger, uppercut. No, I'll apply it to life. That game is Street Fighter Turbo.
She's your attacker. You'll lose.
Okay, Liono, there's some interesting stuff going on in your head. I'm not quite sure if it's a good or a bad thing, but
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But you know, I started playing in the arcades in Pakistan and General out there. They play serious out there. Out there. Let me break it down to you. Here, when I came back
whoa,
to England,
yeah,
the arcades we had in East London, they were like £1 a game. In Pakistan, you got to understand why Asim is so good. Is because for £1, you probably get like 300-400 goals. So, you know, yeah, for £1 you get about 300-400 goals. They had like coins. Yeah, so that's why he's practiced. So it's too expensive for me to go to the arcades here and learn. But in Pakistan, we used to play for fun. And you get other arcades coming down, and it was so competitive. It was so competitive. If you lost, you let your hood down.
Whoa.
So it was that deep. But for £1, that's like 100 rupees, maybe more. You can play unlimited amount of goals, man.
Whoa, bloody hell. Okay, in that case, you got to elaborate a bit. I wasn't even sure that you had arcades in Pakistan, which is mad ignorant and probably racist of me. But
no,
yeah.
The gaming scene is mad. Listen, out there, you know the Street Fighter they had out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a Street Fighter out there. Till this day, people don't believe me. There was a Street Fighter where you do a Hadouken, 4 Hadoukens will come out. You do a Sonic Boom, 2 Sonic Booms will come out. It was crazy. You could get teleporting. That Street Fighter was nuts.
Okay, so you had those hacked versions of Street Fighter out there, which, yeah, everybody had that at one point.
Yeah, but I had that back in the day, and I played that when I came back, and I was telling people, I said, there's actually a Street Fighter, you know, I felt like Morpheus. What if I told you done a Hadouken and 4 Hadoukens came out? They're like, really? I'm like, what if I told you?
Yeah, that was yeah, that was a Rainbow Edition. Hold on, let me see if I can find some colourful footage. But
yeah, I mean, that was that, and then I came back here, and then obviously, you know, people don't know, I used to work in a youth centre. So I used to work in a youth centre, and I used to teach kids how to play Tekken just to keep them off the streets. So I used to do a lot of these sessions, and then I came across Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. No, what happened? There was this thing called Dynamic League. Do you remember that, General?
oh yeah, back in the day, it was ran in casinos. No, it was kind of effed up because it was like we still had to pay for our games anyway, but people would just write down how well we did in them. That was it.
Yeah. What happened is I used to be the UK Pro Evolution Soccer champion. People don't know that. So I used to indulge in Pro Evolution Soccer when it was good. Then I saw Tekken, and obviously I love Tekken from when it came out. I used to play 1, 2, and 3. It's when 4 came out, I used to play 4, and there was a guy called Jason. And I started playing with him, and that's when I met Starscream. People don't know, the first time I played Tekken in the UK was with Starscream. I played him in Tekken 4, and this dude just completely wiped the floor with me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get you back. So I went back and I trained, and I remember that my first tournament, I think it was Snake Pit. I think it was Tekken 6, because I used to play online, Tekken 5 online. I actually met Martin online through Tekken 5. And he was like, come to my tournament. I'm thinking, where's your tournament, bro? He was like, it's in Shoreditch. So I came down, and I beat all the top heads there on that tournament. Like, I really had... That's why I got my revenge on Starscream. I said, I told you I'm going to get you back. But, and I think after that, I'm here now, you know? That was a long time ago, about 3 years ago now.
Wow. So, okay, so... It's really kind of been recent that you've gotten into the competitive fighting scene, so you're not quite, was it back in the 90s and stuff like that?
No, in the 90s I was playing in Pakistan competitively. Out there, it was Street Fighter 2 Turbo, man. Listen, I can. There's Street Fighter 2 Turbo tournaments happening. I still go down, but all the hype is for Street Fighter 4, and you know, aesthetically it doesn't appeal to me, you know.
Okay, yeah, I've just uploaded some Rainbow Edition, and yeah, Ryu's like throwing 3 homing Hadoukens at once.
Yeah, that was the shit.
Yeah, you definitely the word shit in it. Okay, so I'm trying to work out how playing Rainbow Edition links up to sort of playing a game like Tekken.
Well, you know, I don't know. There are, yeah. I don't think there's many similarities, but you just fight. I think that's the bottom line.
Oh man. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm going to turn this on because it's just, it's just characters. What was it? You press the start button and then randomly you would just change character. It made no sense. What?
You could change characters within playing the game. Dawson was the most difficult to fight against.
What, really?
Yeah, there's actually Japanese tournaments on this game, believe it or not. So don't feel like it's as broken as you think. It's not. There's actually Japanese tournaments on this, General. Believe it or not, yeah.
Wow. Wow, my brain's melting to try and work out how you can possibly determine a winner because it's just a case of, what was it, stabbing 4 fireballs. Or I think, Ken had the most horizontal dragon punch ever, literally. He would start on one side of the screen and then he'd be like, oh! It'd be kind of sick if they, that was like a new Ultra or something. It'd be, I don't know, horizontal. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Okay, so... Alright, so damn, that's a bit of a revelation. So it wasn't just a typical, you grew up in London, it was... So you're from Pakistan, and the competitive scene over there, literally a pound can buy you 100 goes. Wow, okay, that...
General, the players out there are serious, man. Little kids are amazingly strong. I mean, speaking to Asim, he was telling me, people think Asim's the best in Pakistan. Let me get this clear. Let me make this clear for everyone listening.
Okay.
He's not the best in Pakistan. In fact, he's far from. He's probably second or third, right? There's a little kid, a 15-year-old, that's better than him.
What?
So he's about 14, 15, and he goes, this kid will blow up Koreans. He will destroy Koreans.
Oh, God, I want to see this.
So, Ashton goes, when he came to the UK, his levels dropped because he goes, forget about grabbing me. No one could grab me. No one could grab that boy. So he goes, come in here, his levels dropped. So, we don't even know players in Africa because all we know about is America and Koreans. That's the dogma. That's the gospel truth. Koreans. No, we don't know Africa. We don't know Middle East. There's players out there that can't really express themselves, or they don't have the medium to express themselves. Well, we just don't know about it. There might be some kid in the fucking
godlike players just hidden away.
Yeah.
Okay, that's damn. Okay. Well,
not the best in Pakistan. We don't even know about India.
That's true.
Thailand. Apparently, Philippines has the. Speaking to Filthy Rich, because I stayed in America and I visited him, he goes, Filipinos are the number one Tekken fans in the world. So we don't know about. There might be a little Manny Pacquiao out there.
That's a really interesting point, actually. One of our Tekken players in Ireland is actually originally from the Philippines.
Yeah.
He goes by the name Grant. He's actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
He plays Devil Jin May and a couple of other characters, and he's really, really good. And the thing is, he actually just has to practice the game a whole lot. He often talks about going the arcade team back in the Philippines, and they really love Tekken.
Oh,
they love Tekken. They love Tekken. They love it so much. Harada made a stage dedicated to the Filipino people.
Wow.
And they're real humble people.
Okay then. All right. Since we've taken a bit of a left turn, let's just try and get back on course. And so let's.
Never right turn with me, General. I'm wild as fuck, even when I'm driving.
Okay.
Skirmish. Did you really expect this to be a normal episode with live?
But then again, what is your but then again, Bento, what is your definition of a normal episode? It's a normal episode so far because I haven't pulled a gun out yet. All right, I solved that anyway. Right now okay, now this is a normal now this is a normal now this is a normal episode. Okay, now this is a normal episode of TST. Now let's get back on rail. So besides Tekken, what would your favorite fighting game be?
Besides Tekken, you know what? I love Mortal Kombat.
Oh wow, okay.
I love Mortal Kombat. That's the thing. I love fighting games in general. You know what? Believe it or not, I love Virtua Fighter. I think it's so technical. It's so skillful. You need pure skill to play Virtua Fighter. I fuck with Dead or Alive. I love Jan Lee. You know, there's always a Bruce Lee character in all of these games. What else? Yeah, I mean, pretty much that was it. Mortal Kombat, when that came out, you know, Sub-Zero, when I saw Sub-Zero, I was like, oh, this game's amazing. But fucking, yeah, I mean, pretty much Mortal Kombat, Bloody Roar. I even played Bloody Roar.
Dude, Bloody Roar was godlike, man.
Okay, I'm trying to work this out. So you were in Pakistan and you were playing Bloody Roar. That's sort of...
No, this is when I came back. I came back here in 96.
Ah, okay, that was a good year. Yeah, that was a good year. That was Tekken. Yeah, that was about Tekken 2 era. Soul Calibur hadn't. No, well, not Soul Calibur. Soul Edge hadn't quite landed yet. That was about another year. That's about another year away. Street Fighter EX series. Yeah, the 90s. Yeah, I miss the 90s. Yeah. But anyway,
Tekken 3 General was. I mean, till this day, it was the epitome of fighting games. I don't think there'll be a fighting game better than that game, in my opinion. I mean, I'm a Tekken man. I love Tekken. I love Street Fighter. But Tekken 3 caught the public's imagination. You could ask the average Joe, right? What's your favorite fighting? Have you heard of Tekken? Which Tekken? He would say Tekken 3.
No, yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. Yeah.
That's completely truthful. Like, I had loads of friends, you know anything about fighting games. But if I mentioned Tekken to them, they just go, oh, Tekken 3, like martial law, flip kicks, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's always why they know. It is the most, almost of all fighting games, the most recognizable and most well-known.
It's because Namco did something amazing with that. They did something amazing. They took risks. It was different. It was amazing. I think, and that's what Namco need to go back. It was simple to play. There weren't frames then. Yeah. You know, where was frames when you was playing Tekken 3? It was fun. It was pick up and play. You know, that's what they need to, in my opinion, Tekken Tag 2, all right, we'll talk about that later on, but, Tekken 3 was the game, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. And for the benefit of our guest, I'm running the rather cool intro that they had on the place. Yeah, do you know what? That was a weird thing. It's like it comes out in the arcade, and then you have the really cool home version where they always tart it up with like those arranged soundtracks and those CG intros and the CD endings. Wicked.
Yeah, amazing.
Damn straight. Okay, so. Moving on to this final subject before we can get to the main meat of the subject. Let's talk about your characters then. From what I understand, you use Lei. You use Law and Lei.
I use Law and Lei, but I fuck with our characters. I fuck with Mishimas. People don't know that. I could play Mishimas here and there. Don't get it twisted, bruh.
Okay.
Right, I'll come for you, right?
Okay, that's kind of pop. Yeah, those are very popular characters, aren't they? As in, they're not. I don't know. I think just to drop a cool quote from Martin. It's because they're Japanese. It's the Japanese. They're too strong. It was like, I can't remember. That was Martin's excuse. It was like, literally, it was because they were Japanese. They were just too damn strong, which, well, they blatantly were, but yeah.
In Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag, when you got electric, that's a mid. But Lei Wulong's down back 4, you can't parry that. You couldn't block it, So, Mishimas are the main characters, so, you expect them to be strong, in my opinion. But, I like the aesthetics of Kazuya Mishima. He looks mean. Okay. Every single, when I pick a character, it's pure expressing myself. If you have a bit of aggression, you use Kazuya because every move he does is just pure anger and aggression in it. Then you have someone like Jin. He's a bit more elegant, in my opinion. So but yeah, Lei and Law for obvious reasons, and I love martial arts. So Lei Wulong as Jackie and Bruce as Law,
Okay. Which Mishima did you use, by the way?
I fuck with Kazuya. I play with Horang here. I dabble with different characters. Not the girls, though. I don't know. I'm too much of an alpha male. I don't play the girls. The guys that play girls in the fighting game tournaments, I always looked at them a bit funny. I'm like, I'm like, yo, what are you saying, though, fam? Yeah, I'm going to pick Nina Williams. I'm like, Nina Williams? I'm like, you come across as so manly. So nasty.
Okay.
She's a snoop and a slag. I hate her.
I love the Leo players.
Okay.
You never quite know what's going on with them.
Oh, okay. So I suppose that sudden rash of Elisa players when was it Blood Rebellion? Yeah, with Blood Rebellion.
Bloodline Rebellion.
Yeah,
the cyborg upstairs.
yeah.
That's pretty much what she dressed like. I mean, not going to be popular with people.
But yeah, because I just remember, there were just a rash of them, because every time I popped into Trocadero, it's like, so the Lisa, I mean, obviously she was a new character at the time, but still. Oh man, them spammable moves. But anyway, time for the main meat of the subject, and it's Tekken again, London edition, and
okay, I'm doing that interview. I'll chat to you in a bit. You're right though, yeah? Yeah. Big up the interview. Say big up Tekken.
Big up Tekken and Liono.
Yeah. What was your favorite Tekken?
Liono, innit?
No, I'm not in the game. What was your favorite Tekken?
Which one?
Yeah. What?
The last one I played was
Tekken 3.
Yeah.
Did you just say Tekken 3? General, look at that. Look at that. My mate just walking past. I'm sitting in the car right now. He walked by and he said Tekken 3 was his favorite game. Thank you. Bro. There you go. Point proven. Tekken 3.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you. Everybody says Tekken 3. I think, I mean, we're going to get onto that subject in a bit, comparing to the others. But I think, everyone just really just rates Tekken 3. And I think it was Part 5 and Part 5 Dark Resurrection. And I think that was pretty much about it. But okay, we'll probably get onto those in other bits. But first thing, because I'm a little OCD, I want things to be in a nice little order. But let's talk about your Lion's Den then. So what are we saying? Because I've noticed that's you ran a pretty cool event a while back. You had some pretty snazzy editing. So what is this Lion's Den about then?
Oh, well, General, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be so honest with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I, as a person, you could say I'm an extrovert, right? That's how I term. But I really honestly express myself. So when I came to the gaming scene, right, everyone's cool. But I'm going to be so honest. I never felt like I fitted in. Or, I never felt like, this is the part of me. I was the type of guy that would go out on a Friday night, trying to holler at bitches. I'm like, when I was in that scene, it was very nerdy. It was very nerdy. The first time I heard frames, I was at the arcade, and I said -20. But that's minus. I'm like, minus? I said, fucking hell, minus? What the fuck? Are we in North Pole? Are we in the fucking North Pole commentary? So I was like, all this shit was so new to me, and it kind of put me off. This is just me anyway, General. It's like, it put me off. I was like, I was like, oh, is it just me? I'm just naturally talented at the game. Like, I would look at punishment, if there was a move that's unsafe, I would look at punishment, but I never got into frames. So for 2 or 3 years, I went to international tournaments. I went to Damage Germany. Tell you what, General, they know this. If they're listening, if the Tekken scene is listening to this, the people that came Germany with me, they know this happened. The night before, these guys will be talking about frames. There was this couple of dudes who would shut the fuck up about frames.
Whoa.
I'm on the fucking coach. I'm on the coach, and I felt like saying, bruv, shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
You know what? I'm just going to keep cool. All I heard was frames. But what is this, though? No, but I said, shit. So, me, I think it was Luna and Gabriel.
Luna, yeah. Safe guy, yeah.
Gabriel, right? We went out on a night out the night before. I said, guys, we're in fucking Germany. Let's go out. Let's party up, man. I got so drunk, General. I got smashed. I was KO. And next day I had a tournament, right? I had a tournament. I was KO. I was trolling the Italians. Therefore, you know what? This guy's no good. He don't play Tekken. I was trolling everyone. I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a good time. I was telling guys I've never played the game. Take it easy on me. They're like, But Italians, I love Italians. They showed me so much love out there. But next day I had a tournament. I was hammered, General. Can you imagine? Hangover, and you got arguably the best players from all over the world at this tournament. So I'm playing now. I'm thinking, fuck it, whatever's gonna happen, let's happen. It's in God's hands. I get out my groups. Most of my conglomerates, they got knocked out. So it was like me, Asim, and Ryan Hart who made it to top 16. And I finished top 12 in that tournament. And bear in mind, you had the Koreans there.
Whoa.
You had all the best players in the world there. So I think that was really that, and top 8 at SVB. But really, I consider Damage Germany because you got players who really would do anything to win and really adapting his style. And, you know, they were like, but forget the tournament. I had fun meeting people there. I think that was the bottom line. So, but it was too nerdy for me, General. I like having a good time. General, you see my personality. I remember meeting people and having banter. I wouldn't remember the games because when it's all said and done, when I've done Lions Den, right? I've done it for people to have a good time and to have a tournament there at the same time. Because, General, when you have players like Asim, who like, I don't believe anyone's on his level in the UK. Or I think there's a few players in Europe who are close to him, but UK-wise, they're not close to him. So I say to him, learn of him. Don't hate on him. Because when he came on there, they would hate on him. He would be like, people, you know, he felt racism. He goes, because I'm Pakistani, this and that. And even the
really? Oh, man, that's...
Yeah.
This
is coming from him. And I would be like, you know, I'll be like, listen, man, I'm here. I don't give a fuck if you're Pakistani. You're cool to me. You're good to me. If you're good to me, I'm fucking 1,000 times good to you. And I always show everyone respect, but I kind of saw that. A guy coming out of nowhere, blowing everyone up. It's like, you know, it's like, fuck. But I said, guys, learn of him. Even till now, he beat Starscream so badly. I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't say nothing, because if I say something, Liono's supporting Aston because it's Pakistani, I couldn't give a fuck. I support whoever I want. I like Ezzy. I'm cool with Ezzy.
Yeah, Starscream. Yeah, sick man. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Chris G effect, isn't it? I mean, if someone's so good at something and he beats everyone, people aren't really going to like him.
Yeah.
Even if the guy's an absolutely sound dude, it's just they get kind of annoyed if that one person is so much better than them.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, we talk about Asim in a bit, but Lions Den, why I ventured out on Lions Den, right?
Okay, yeah.
yeah, but no, I'm just gonna. We get back to Asim in a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I was his fucking translator, his Punjabi fucking translator. Like, you know, Great Khali when he come to WWF and banged everyone. Fucking translator. That was me. But now he can speak proper English, man. This dude trolls me. You know, he corrects my English. He's like, no, you know, you're writing it wrong. He will correct me. So, you know, he's a smart dude. But yeah, I mean, why I ventured out on Lions Den? I was like, okay, I want to do something where, to me, arguably, in every essence, it's a game. I never took it seriously. I never took tournaments seriously. If I lose, I lose. You know, I lost to the better man. I will always respect my opponent. I will banter, but there will always be respect there. You know, you got to recognize it's all good. But after, like, I conform to these hardcore tournaments, and I'm not a hardcore player. I'll be honest with you. I can beat the hardcore players, but I'm not a hardcore player myself. You know, if that makes any sense.
No, this is a really interesting school of thought, because you know, a while back, Martin, shouts to my man Cobra Koran. He wrote an infamous thread on Neo Empire a long time ago, which was long deleted, called "Regarding the Scene." How some people who are hardcore, he didn't really consider hardcore and stuff, but. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting you take an almost opposite view, because it's true, not everybody, you know, fighting games, it isn't a life and death situation. It is ultimately about having fun, and you know, and
you know how I see myself when someone says to me, he goes, "You're the Prince Nassim of UK Tekken."
What? Okay, cool.
I was like, you know what? If that's how you see me, I like to have a good time. I like entrances. I would, you know. General, who do you know that's come out of nowhere on the first tournament, blow up heads, call out, made a trash talk video, you know, for money matches? I would money match anyone. You know, when I was playing seriously, like, I would money match. Money matches is what I love. People like, you know, the hardcore gamers, they'll be like, nah, it's gambling. But you know what? If you think I'm no good, if that's your opinion of me, you think I'm no good, you watch my fight, then why don't you fight me? And then I will fight these guys and I will take their money, you know? So, it was a lot of fun. I think that's what really appeals to me, is money matches. It needs to come back. You know, Martin, you know, me and him, we disagree on loads of things, but money matches is where the hype is. I can't sit down and watch a game watching two guys play, General. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. When I went to the arcades watching 20 guys around one screen, and some of these elitists, they won't help you. You know, players like Dinosaur will help you. He's a cool dude. A few heads, they know who they are. Luna, he would help you. These guys will sit down and help you. I have nothing but respect for players like that. I would do that as well at tournaments. before a tournament, if someone asks for advice, I'll sit down. I'll be like, hey man, cool. This is how you do this. But with some of the players I've seen, it's pure so-called elitism. Like they wouldn't really. They'll bang you up and that's it. And you know, some may call it tough love, but you know, some of those guys ain't gonna fucking come back because Tekken ain't Street Fighter. You can't pick up and play Tekken.
No, for sure it is. Yeah, it is a damn hard game. Well, I don't know. It's not really hard to play. It's just you do have to invest a lot of time into it.
You know, it's the type of game that to get kind of to the intermediate level at is not that hard. But as soon as you get to that intermediate level, you're fucked.
Yeah,
but just to get past that is hard.
I cannot play Tekken with my friends because I can't dumb myself down for them. You know, it's the way I've been conditioned to play Tekken. I'll play it hard. I'll play it, you know, but not all of them see how I play. So it's like I would go pick Mokujin, you know.
What?
Yeah, honestly, because my brother, he loves Nino, but I would batter him so bad he wouldn't want to play the game with me. Now, would I want that? No, I wouldn't. So I would tone it down. So it's like you know, Core. There's an American player called Core. He's made a group, and like, you know, I'm really good friends with him. He's made a group.
Oh yeah, I know about Core. Yeah, sorry, I know about Core. Yeah, like obviously, yeah, he's one of the top. He's one of the top American heads.
Okay.
Yeah, him. Him. Obviously, Eris, Rip. Funny enough, I actually met Rip at CEO, and I actually wanted to damn get an interview with him, but he magically disappeared, and I lost my chance. But anyway.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, big up to Rip. You know, this dude's always supported me, man, from the USA. You know, real cool dude. He didn't need to support me. Filthy Rich, all these guys. They see what I was trying to do. I was trying to.
Well,
what
bro.
they have over there, and they were like, man, they were.
Well, bro, we're breaking up.
You know, you're doing it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, Filthy Rich and Rip, these guys really supported me in whatever I've done, and they were like, you know, you're repping UK well. But I was like, I'm getting more support from fucking you guys than the guys here. And I'm like, in bluntly honest, there's so much hate in the UK. We don't support each other. I said before I done Lion Sen, I'll tell you why I done Lion Sen, because I was supporting Tekken Force and I was supporting Snake Pit. But there were you know, some people will go to Snake Pit, some people will go to Tekken Force. I would go to both, right? I would go to both. And I was like, you know what, guys, we need to unite. But there's a lot of bitterness, there's a lot of envy that goes on. So I was like, imagine if all the events came together.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you there. You definitely say there was some beef going on between Tekken Force and Snake Pit.
Oh, you know what? But I'm gonna be honest. I know Martin's your boy, but you know he's the one who's very bitter, man. I like also before I was like, you know, he would say it's this, they're like this, they're like that. Hey man, look, fuck all that. Let's just play Tekken. Because when I done Tekken, you know, like when I done Lions Den, all right, let me get back to Lions Den. And this is coming from the heart. I wanted people to have a good time, General. I had European players fly over. I had, you know, people from fucking Italy, people from Denmark, from France, from Scotland, people from all over Europe, and I haven't even done a event. Now I went out, I made sure I said, you know what, I'm going to take events management classes. Just because you're a Tekken player doesn't mean you could do an event. So I said, you know what, I have to do it properly. I wanted people to have a good time.
Okay, that's interesting.
All said and done, when you done with the fighting games, you ain't gonna take how good you played in a Tekken match to the grave. You're gonna take how you showed people a good time, and I believe, you know, that's what I like, having a good time. If you don't want to have a good time, hey, look, stay away from me. Okay. It's cool, because that's what I'm about.
That's a very good thing I love. Like, I'll admit, I'm not a good player. I never do good in tournaments. But I go to tournaments for fun. I mean, I really don't give a fuck about competing. Like, I go to a tournament and not compete. Like, I couldn't give a fuck. I just go to have fun. Like, I enjoy watching fighting games and to, you know, people in the community talking about fighting games. It's all about, you know, the experience of having a good time. It's not just about competing. And that's what I love to see, like, Tio is doing, is having more about being a fun experience and not just, tournament. And that's what I do respect about a lot of DOs who are like that.
Bento, you say to yourself you're not a good player, but what is a good player? You have so many levels, man. I mean, it takes time. You know what? In some people's eyes, I'm a shit player. I'm a rubbish player. So, people are going to have different opinions, man. You got to enjoy yourself and express yourself. Play how you
know what
think.
my stance on that is? My stance on that is I'm actually not really even that bothered about playing. Like, say, for instance, I go to a Tekken tournament, I would 10 times over, I would much rather do like commentary and sit on the mic talking about it rather than actually playing. That's just how I have more fun. Yeah, I just prefer like talking about the game on the mic, whatever, rather than actually playing. Obviously, I've got nothing against playing, but it's just what I prefer doing.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, we forget that it is a video game. I've seen people put it this way, General. I've seen people fight. Fight. I had to stop fights. You know what Tekken Force was happening? I want to bring up Sam because you know what? Some people, he may not have the best people skills. I openly say this here. I don't give a fuck. But he's not a bad person in what he tried to do. When I looked at the stream, it looked professional. Fair enough, it was sweaty as fuck in fucking Gamer Bag. It was like a sweat fest. I'm like, fuck, with sweaty fat guys there. I'm like, fuck, man. But you know what? He done something when nothing was happening. And I was like, you know what? I respect that. And fights will pop off. I would stop the fights, General. No one else.
Yeah, fights. Yeah, I remember there was one or two at Snake Pit. I can't remember who were there between because obviously I was stuck behind the stream. I just remember, and somebody even asked, "Well, did you catch that on the screen?" I said, "No, I didn't." I said, "Oh, damn good." But yeah, there were. So okay, let me just get this out of the way. It kind of disappoints me to hear that because I suspect.
No, this is the truth. How can you fight someone? First of all, how can you hate someone over a computer game? I've got some hate because I've voiced my opinion. But I said I've been in this game for nearly 3 to 4 years. I shouldn't I have an opinion? Am I not allowed? Oh, Lionel said this. Oh, he said this. He's spreading hate. Hey, you know what? Meet me in real life, and then you see how I am. I'm loving and caring for everyone. I show everyone love. When pads got stolen, 7 pads got stolen, I retrieved half the pads because I knew who took them, but people were too scared. I said, you're killing the people who are running the events. And this is the truth, General. Tekken Force will tell you that yourself.
Okay, no, because the reason why this surprises me, because, I asked one of the people from Tekken Force, I just noticed that, yeah, because obviously I saw the same streams you did, the Tekken Force streams. I just noticed there were an awful lot of players that on the Tekken Force stream that didn't turn up to Snake Pit. And I asked one of them, is there any beef between this and Snake Pit? And they says, no, there's no beef. And so from what you're telling me, there is beef? Okay, that's...
Yeah, but it's happened to me now, because, all right,
okay.
So now, when I don't, in my opinion, this is my opinion again. Don't take it to heart. People who are listening, don't take it to heart. If you're going to have a tournament, there's so many tournaments. If people are going to come out, what about the players who are not going to make it through groups and they feel disheartened? Because most players I've spoken to, they don't feel good when they get knocked out. You spend £10, on top of that, you're going to spend money and travel. You're going to get knocked out, and it's like a brotherhood. It's like a brotherhood from what I've seen, So I dropped the prices. I said, you know what, guys? I lost a lot of money. How about this? At my event, I treated people how I wanted to be treated, General. I gave people food. Free. I got 50 boxes of pizza out of my own money. I said, you know what? Guys, enjoy yourself. Have fun. I had entertainment there. I was hosting, and there was a lot of women at the bloody
Sorry
game.
to interrupt. I just got to step out for 5 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, bruv.
No problem, Benno. Were you taking a shit?
Dude, too much information.
Who's taking a shit? We know he is. But, that was a thought process behind it, because I said, you know what? I want to show people a good time. When it's all said and done, fair enough, there was a lot of good players at the tournament. I said, you know what, guys? All right, that's cool. But make sure it's all love after you finish. I said, respect your opponent, but have a good time. That's the bottom line, because music and games go together. And, I had entrances there. People like Ra, I had entrances. I had problems with the screen. This is, I made so many mistakes. Don't get it twisted, General. There was a lot of mistakes at the event. It's my first event, but it was the biggest turnout to any UK Tekken event. with over 100 people trying to enter. I had to turn people away. I felt so bad, but what kept them there was the entertainment, General. So, like, since then, I've had, obviously, it's again, I'm going to be honest, it's come from Martin, the envy, the hate. I mean, you know what, when I came onto the scene, I was like, I'm a law and lay player. He was a law and lay player. I never saw competitiveness. There were loads of other law players, and I appreciated that. But I think, you know, there's a lot of envy and a lot of jealousy. And I know he's your boy, but this is the truth. And what he done to Tekken Force, he's trying to do to me. But my event is different. I want people to have a good time, you know. And this is the situation I'm in now, General. And I want your opinion on this.
Okay.
I spoke to Nee on the phone.
Whoa, Nee, as in that Nee that was fighting on Evo?
Yes.
Bloody hell.
I spoke to Nee on the phone. He wants to come to Lions Den, right? I speak to JDCR. He wants to come to Lions Den.
Whoa, those are names. Those fucking hell. I don't even follow Tekken that much, and I know those names. Damn.
JDCR, in my opinion, he's the pound for pound best in the world at the moment. He's even knocked out Nee. Now, these players want to fly over, right, to Lions Den. They saw Lions Den. They were like, okay, this looks hype. Now, I wanted everyone, you know, bear in mind, Tekken Force and Snake Pit, they didn't support me. But it's cool. It's all love. Maybe they were busy on the day. How are we going to, my thing is, with you know what, Facebook has ruined a lot of things. Cause
I bloody agree with you, because I just think it's kind of stupid how once upon a time, if you wanted to find information out, you'd go to a forum, you'd look stuff up. But now that everyone has sort of, everyone, you just want to join a Facebook group, and it's just become a walled garden. It's like that information only gets shared within a Facebook group, and the only way to keep yourself updated is to literally join 100 different Facebook groups, and then to literally, the emphasis in the world, trawl through so many random posts, because the way Facebook is organized, the only way to see the first post is to keep bumping it. It's like, I hate Facebook. Sorry. Yeah, seriously.
Sorry about that. Hold on, lads. It was fucked up. Sorry, a bat flew in my house.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
A fucking bat.
I
heard noises downstairs, so I went downstairs. And at first I thought it was a bird. It was flapping around and stuck on the ceiling.
Only on the General Skirmish show you get a bat. Only on the General show you get... That's how good your show is, because a bat wanted to fucking listen to your show, General.
Okay, safe.
Up, man.
That's one way of putting it.
It was fine about me fucking out, and I had to open all the doors and windows to try and usher it out, and it wouldn't go, so I just got a big towel, caught the bastard, and fucked it outside. Fuck me.
You sure you're not Batman, bruv?
No, if you were Batman, there'd be 100 of them that surround you, and you'd look really cool. Other than it's actually trying to irritate you. But anyway, I
activated my trait. That's why.
Gotcha. But anyway, but as you were lying, though, as you were saying, sorry.
As I was saying, I think Facebook, you know, Facebook has ruined a lot of things, because people write stuff, and you know, all of a sudden everyone has an opinion, and there's a lot of trolling going on. And I ain't gonna lie, I've got involved myself, which is it's been so stupid of me. I've got involved, and I stooped down to that level, arguing with idiots. But I said, you know what, they can say things whatever they want. When you're at the top, General, I'm at the top right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, if someone's talking shit, barking down, well, I'm going to stoop down to that level. And I did a few times. I said, you know what, I ain't going to do it no more, because I ain't got that time. They got a lot of time to be on Facebook all day talking. But how about this? You know what I said? I said, guys, there's a lot of talk on Facebook. How about we all talk about how to make the UK Tekken scene better? How about we talk about how to galvanize and run a bad boy event together? You know, I've got links with Namco. You know, I can bring Namco in. Namco supported me. I appreciate that. But, you know, some people cussing Namco. Hey, you know what? They could shut down your event. They could shut down your event if they really want to.
I noticed that, because every time... because I've noticed that every time I upload a Tekken video, I always get striked with a third-party match thing, which only happens with Tekken. It doesn't happen with any Capcom game. It doesn't happen with any Arc System game, because obviously I upload every game, including Skullgirls and stuff. Yeah. But for whatever bizarre reason, the minute I upload any Tekken, it's like, what?
Yeah, but anyway, getting back to Lions Den, like my mate Jason Johnson, I want to big him up, because you know what, he saw the vision, and without him, people think I done it on my own. Hell no, I didn't do it on my own. There were loads of people who actually helped me. There's too many to name, but Jason was the right-hand man there, and he's not necessarily great at the game, and he's learning, but he loves the storyline, and he loves the animation behind Tekken. And he said, you know what, I'll help you. And I said, this is what I want to do. I want to do an event that's never been done before. I want to go down a path that I don't know where it's going to lead to. So people can try to follow, but you got a fucking hill to climb. I could have done a generic tournament general. I swear to God, I really could have. But that's not really who I am. So I put my heart and soul into it. And when I look back at the highlight events, it's like, it was pretty much how it was. It was a good time with good players, but that was the thought process behind it. I wanted to do my thing, my personality onto a games event. Put it that way.
No. Good. No, power to you, because obviously that's one of the reasons why I went to CEO. Because honestly, a lot of the American tournaments, they seem pretty like pretty cookie cutter things. It's like literally, it's you have a 3-day event. On a Friday, nothing goes on. You have team tourneys, which to be honest, they're kind of slowly getting on my nerves. Whereas when I went to obviously when I went to CEO, no, they didn't have any of that team stuff. They had Fighter Mania. That enough said.
But General, can I be honest? I've taken a step back now, and I've just graduated from university. Like, I wanted to focus more on my uni after.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And I've taken a step back just to observe what's going on in the UK Tekken scene. And in all honesty, it's like nothing. There's nothing happening. There's no personalities. Fair enough, you may be good at the game, but you need to have some sort of personalities as well. And
no. Funny,
America,
gotcha. No, funny enough. Yeah, no, funny you should mention that, because that was actually my next point. And it's like, because the one thing I noticed is, literally after your event, you had a pretty snazzy video that was showing, what happened at your event and that. And I've actually kind of noticed a lot of our so-called pro players, they're not really that great on producing content. I just thought there's a weird dichotomy. You got players like, people like Desk who do nothing but content versus like, top players who they don't do any content whatsoever. The only time you ever see them are at tournaments. You don't ever see, you hardly ever see some of our top players streaming themselves or, doing vids on, this is how you use this character. So that's what I was thinking.
Like, I don't want to say any names, but, if you're one of the top players, like, ask him, honestly, I wanted to sit down with him and do a Tekken tutorial with him, because that guy knows some shit. He knows something that we don't know. So I wanted to sit with him, and I'll be like, you know what, man, teach us. And he was like, 100%. Let me know when. And, he's English, and that's something I might do. I've got so many ideas. I'm venturing out on other things. I do a lot of TV work, General. So I've been doing that a lot lately. But with the gaming, it's like, I thought, okay, let me take a step back and observe. And there's nothing really that's been appealing. Like, it's my opinion. But in America, they've got personalities, General.
Well, yeah, definitely.
When I looked at CEO, I said, fuck, I would have loved it there.
Oh, everyone, real talk, anyone that went there would have loved it. And, it's kind of weird. There was so much hate going on the stream, but it's like, if you went there, the actual event, never mind what you watched on the screen, trust me, you would have loved the damn thing. It just...
Yeah, but General, you know what, again, another problem with the fighting game community is these fucking, like, stream monsters. There's a lot of these trolls, and most of these trolls, they won't say nothing to my face. They'll say it on Facebook. I said, it's cool, Facebook, you're behind the computer. You're a digital gangster. You're a digital gangster, but I want to see him at Eurogame. They don't say nothing to me. So I'm thinking, okay, you're one of them guys. So with a stream, in my opinion, I believe it should be just streamed, and there shouldn't be no chat. Because when you're watching boxing, there's no bloody stream, is it? I love boxing, but there's no stream. It's just there, and you focus on the game. If you got time to type, I believe what's on the screen ain't that interesting. Just my opinion.
Okay, for sure. Okay, no, definite for sure. Oh man, okay.
Whoa. I hope I ain't getting too deep, General, man. But,
no, for real. I mean, again, this is your time. You say what you want, brother. I mean, again, it does sadden me to hear that these scenes are feuding, because I suspected they were, because that's why I asked, and they said nothing was wrong. I just thought, okay, because I just noticed why players from Tekken Force weren't going to Snake Pit and vice versa, and but again, okay, fair enough. Tell it how it is, but all right, I guess.
It's the truth. I speak my mind, and it's pissed a lot of people off. But you know what? I feel like I'm not going to shine from the truth. even if it pisses all of them off, if they think it's not the truth, so be it. I'm gonna if I'm the minority, it's cool. I'm gonna stand by it. Like, you don't pay my fucking bills. You know, fuck. I say what I see. And I've always tried to be as honest as possible. Fair enough. I've said a few things. Sometimes I think, you know what, I shouldn't have said that. But it's been said. People disrespect me. When I do it back to them, I do it 5 times as well. So, but it's Facebook. I'm not gonna get involved ever again on Facebook arguments, because it's just stupid. Because if I say something general, if I say something like anything, you can't tell in what context I'm saying it in. Most of the time I'm fucking having a laugh. I don't say anything serious, but they might take it as serious. So now you're talking to me. If I say something, in what context I'm saying it, right?
Okay. No, fair enough. No, fair enough. I mean, again, just keep it. Yeah, just if you want to keep it real, then cool enough. It's just
apparently people think I'm fake, but what's being real? Facebook.
Do you know what? This is getting on my effing nerve now, because this is not the first time I've heard that comment. And the irritating thing is, some people are starting to believe it themselves. There was a certain man saying, "Oh, I'm worried that I'm fake," and I'm just worried, and I'm just thinking to myself, why is having charisma or character being fake? It's like, how do you prove that you're hype and all that? It's just, this argument
General, I swear to God, General, this is just who I am.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like this, full of energy all the time. God has blessed me with so much energy. People can't handle it. Listen, I'll go on the train and I'll be like, guys, I love you. Smile. Let's not be conditioned by capitalism. Yeah? Let's not be conditioned by 9 to 5. Right? But you know what? I feel like, honestly, I feel like I'm a misunderstood soul. So, I'm one of those guys. When I'm happy, I'm really happy. But when I get pissed, I really get pissed. So it's like, that's how I work. That's how I function. But
okay. Let's try and get back on the track onto some of the subjects. I mean,
let's go. Some of the questions. Let's go.
Okay. Well, they're kind of redundant, since we've already discussed. We are already talking about the London Tekken scene, and it appears to be feuding. So why I try and think of a nice little way to rejoin this? Yo, Bento.
Yep.
How's it in Ireland? How's it in Ireland with Tekken then? Is there are there sort of Game of Thrones sort of powerhouses sort of vying to sort of take each other apart?
To be honest, I wish there was enough, if there was even enough people to have a Game of Thrones type thing. To be perfectly frank, the Irish Tekken scene, it's very young and it's kind of small. I mean, it's only really starting to build now, since Tekken Tag 2. Because, Tekken in Ireland over the past couple of years has been the type of thing where, people start playing it and it kind of dies down. Couple people start playing it and it dies down. And it wasn't until Tekken Tag 2, came out that people properly started showing to events, to casuals and all that type of stuff. And we eventually managed to start getting some of the kind of online warriors coming out, which is a surprisingly hard thing, especially since, Tekken Tag 2 has good netcode. So you think it'd be harder to get them out, but they actually have. We're starting more people out. Starting to have a couple more tournaments, and we even actually started running Rambats a couple of months ago, but that just ended kind of shitly because our organisation skills are a bit crap.
So it wasn't being run by Brian Von Doom then?
No, well, you see, because the Rambats were like our own thing. We kind of technically did by ourselves.
Okay.
But as for actually, Dr. Doom doesn't actually really organise tournaments. He just really records them. Obviously, he'll help out, with publicity and what have you, but he generally wouldn't be the one who organises them. We have some people like Voa who organises tournaments, and Voa himself organised sometime last month. He organised a tournament, and I was one of the people who spoke up Tekken and managed to get Tekken in the lineup. And we had a pretty good Tekken tournament, and obviously Doom recorded them all, and it was quite good. But the thing about it was a fun tournament. Fuck all people showed up for it. As in, a couple of main people showed up. Some of the kind of online warrior type people didn't show. Some people were busy. One of our players, he was in Africa. Another one of our players, it was his mother's birthday. So we only ended up having 6 fucking players in the entire tournament.
Okay. But overall...
Which was a tiny tournament.
All right.
But well, it was really fun. And that's the key to me. I mean, great numbers would be not dandy, but it was still a fun tournament, and that's what matters. Everyone there had fun. I certainly did.
Okay, but just for comparison, because I'm going to run it to Liono. What if we were to grab all the Tekken players in Ireland? How much do you reckon we would get?
I mean, you know what, Bento, you know what's funny? Because my ex is Irish. I stayed in Cork for a while, man.
Really? I think there's a bit of a street fighter scene down in Cork, but the majority of the scene is just all focused around Dublin, especially the Tekken scene anyway. But
the thing is,
I would
right,
say that overall... Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry to interrupt you. See, the thing is, right, General, this applies to London as well. People think the London Tekken scene is just, these gamer-based guys or these, Trocadero guys. No, the scene is bloody huge. I went to Kingston, and, it's an untapped resource. There were like 30, 40 players who showed up from Kingston.
Bloody hell.
What people need to do, what I would do, Bento, is I would go to these universities, because you got to see the demographic is mainly kids that play it, right?
Yes.
So go to these universities and do a tournament there. I was shocked. I made so many friends from universities, and it's you got if you don't ask, you won't know, because not many people know how to find these tournaments. I was lucky enough that Martin messaged me, and he was like, "Hey, man, you're good. Why didn't you come to my tournament?" That's not going to happen to everyone.
That's an interesting. I actually got 2 points I should mention on that. Like the biggest tournament we had was, you remember when Namco did that whole I think it was like European Championship for Tekken, where they had like qualifiers in all the regions. Yeah. The tournament for it was held in a GameStop, and I won't lie, the tournament was fucking shite. It was a horrible tournament.
Oh God.
But the turnout was brilliant, and it was a lot of people there. And sadly, we didn't really get much new people after that tournament. I think most people there were just kind of like, they didn't take it seriously, just had a bit of fun. But there are loads of people, but they're not super serious about the game or like would take it serious. But we are slowly getting more players. We are finding them around the country. And the other interesting thing about that is, this is not about Tekken, it's about Street Fighter. But the whole Irish fighting game, they mainly focus on one forum we have on boards.ie, just the main fighting game forum. It's where pretty much everything is operated by. And it turned out in Galway, which is on the opposite side of the country, there was a secret hidden Street Fighter scene that nobody knew about. These people in Galway were having like their own little events, their own little casuals and small tournaments, in their own place, and nobody, in kind of the main scene knew about it. And we only found out about it recently. Even some of the people who are actually from Galway, who come down to the tournaments, didn't know about it. So now we've recently found a couple more players, and I know some of the Dublin lads are intending to go down there and check out the scene, see what it's like, see if we can get a couple more people from that to come down the Dublin side for tournaments. But it is really strange how you find things, more players, more people into the HC in some of the strangest of places that you might never have thought of. So we are constantly trying to look and try to expand the scene.
Okay, just for the sake of my OCD with numbers, what would you say would be the player base in Ireland then?
Overall, or just for Tekken?
Well, just for Tekken, yeah.
I would say, like, proper people who are serious about Tekken, well, who at least properly play it competitively, we'd have about 15. But for, again, as I said, like at a GameStop, a lot of kind of more casual people showed up. So I'd say they could expand it a bit more, but they wouldn't the type of people who wouldn't show up as much. But we are working on it, so.
Oh.
Generally, if we Tekken lads tend to show up to casuals more than they would tournaments.
Okay.
Like, if we have a tournament, it would have less of a turnout than we would if we just said, "Here, lads, you're coming in for a casual session." We'd be like, "Yeah." So it really is young at the moment, and it's growing, and hopefully it gets better.
Okay.
We are working on making our own tournament series and trying to actually do the Rambats again and see if they're successful. But it's still young at the moment, so
Okay, no, fair enough. To be
brutal,
yeah, gotcha. Now, to be brutally honest, though, 15 does appear to be that magic number because so many scenes really struggle to get over 50. To get over 15, because again, it just about all games I've covered. It's like most of the time when I was covering for James on Winner Stays On, the player base was just 20 or was just creeping above 20. So 15, 20. There's not really that much of a difference. So right, finally to you, Liono.
Just to say,
gotcha.
To be perfectly honest, that's quite good because the Irish scene is very small.
Okay.
I mean, Ireland is a very small country, and our scene is, for such a very small scene, and it isn't the greatest. I mean, so it is actually hard for people outside of Dublin to actually come to events. I mean, I'm fortunate enough that the nearest bus stop to me, even though it is out of the way, is on a good transport link. So I'm fortunate, but a lot of people aren't. So it is hard for people to travel down. And it is a small country anyway, but, for such a small scene we have, I feel we do very good. We get good tournaments, we get a decent turnout for what we have. So, in that respect, it is small numbers, but we still do good, I feel, at least.
Okay, cool. So
good on you, Bento, man. Good on you. I mean, General, can I just say, I stayed in Ireland for a bit, and I love the Irish people, man. They thought I was a black man in Ireland, Bento. They thought I was black, because I went to see my ex at her workplace, and I was like, I'm here to see Amanda. The secretary was like, she looked at me like a weird, funny look, and she was like, "Oh, Amanda, there's a black man here to see you." I said, "What? Where? Where?" And you guys love a drink, man. You guys love a drink. Like, I mean, I love dancing, so I was on the dance floor, and all these dudes were buying me drinks, and they're like, "Oh, you fucking Michael Jackson cunt." They use that word cunt like after everything. "Oh, you funny cunt."
That's actually true. We do tend to swear a lot and just kind of use it at the end of the sentence.
Very honest.
Even as
very honest. Very honest people though. Very hospitable. I didn't experience like people were like, "Oh, you might get a bit of racism." I was like, "No, dude. I've got nothing but love in Ireland, man." And what I would suggest for you to do is, first of all, tap into the universities and promote. I think people don't promote much.
One of our players, Fergus, who goes to one of the main universities in Dublin. I know he was actually tapping around some like the game. The game like what's the term I'm looking for? Like groups or whatever you call them in the universities. He was actually tapping around a couple of them to see if he had any Tekken players. I know he found one or two lads who are kind of into fighting games, but again, they're the type of people who don't take it super seriously or around super.
You were thinking about gaming societies, wasn't it?
Societies. That's the word.
Yeah. I never joined.
It just went from my mind.
Yeah, I never joined any of that crap when I was in uni. I was too damn busy animating crap. But anyway, yeah.
Skirmish. That was the word I was looking for. But yeah, it is kind of hard to get people out, to come to events, and to be perfectly frank, when I kind of was first, into the FGC, I didn't really think of going to events. I really didn't know if it would be my cup of tea. I mean, I love like watching streams and seeing matches and all that. But actually going out to events, I didn't know if it would be my type of thing or even if I'd fit in. But then I eventually got convinced to go to one by a couple of friends. And as soon as I went to it, I just felt welcome straight away. And I loved the atmosphere and the people were really nice and welcoming. And, they're all buying the scene. And that's what got me hooked. And ever since then, I've been a part of it for ages. So,
I mean, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard. See, you got to understand, the game is difficult as it is, right? It's hard. I mean, I'm not seeing many numbers at other events because Tekken Tag 2 is a very difficult game. If you thought Tekken 6 was hard, Tag 2 is even harder. So, and so many characters in the roster. So, it's deep,
bigger
man.
damage just makes it kind of more harder.
Try to enjoy it. If people see you're having a good time, people will come and say, "Hey, what's this?" And just have fun with it.
My thing is, I'm actually not just a Tekken player. I mean, I play every game, so I'm kind of, I'm not just part of the Tekken community. I'm part of the FGC as a whole. So I enjoy every game, and even if say I want to, start getting pissed off with Tekken, if I just didn't like it at all, I'd still, continue to support both the Tekken scene and the fighting game community, even if I didn't really like playing or whatever anymore.
Okay.
I just love the community. I do.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to finally get these numbers squeezed out of Liono, and then we can finally talk about Tekken Tag 2. So, again,
Yes.
we've painted a rather bleak picture that London is pretty much the Game of Thrones, but let's...
I didn't want it to be like that, man.
Yeah, I know, but again, fair dues. If that is how it is, then it is what it is. What it is. But let's just talk about these overall numbers, because again, I talked to the Birmingham lot, and because again, I used to call them Tekken City, because obviously that's the reason why if you go to Versus Fighting, well, the last ones, it was all PlayStations. Because why? Because obviously that's the machine to be playing Tekken. So I'm just curious, just for the sake, again, for my statistical OCD. What would the London Tekken scene numbers be? Because I have to admit, I was mad impressed with when I was doing the work for Snake Pit. I was thinking, wow, that's like 20 plus, almost reaching on 30 people here.
Right. I mean, I think it's probably a bit more now, because people have played Tekken Tag 2. From what I've heard, like there's more people coming into the scene, but there's a lot of people who have left as well.
I've noticed.
A lot of people from the Tekken 6 scene have left as well. So, I mean, okay, excluding my event, right? From Tekken Force, it was about 40. It was pretty much 30 to 40 people. So pretty much double what's going on.
Okay, that is mad impressive, because again, the numbers for Street Fighter and Marvel, they really seldom reach those numbers. Although on the one hand, there's not really that many because I'm basing my numbers because there's a lot of, because obviously, Arms House, they were running a lot of weekly events, and those have really traditional, whereas things like Tekken Force and Snake Pit, they're monthly events, or they don't even happen at all a month, they happen once in a while, so that could skew the results, wouldn't it? Because obviously most of those because when I was doing Snake Pit, a lot of those people, some of them weren't even from London. Luna, Luna, he's from Essex, isn't it?
Yeah, he's from Colchester, right?
Wow! Whoa! That is far out. Damn.
Oh, he loves Tekken. He loves Tekken. But now I think 360 Gaming, like they're cool. I can see what they're trying to do, and like Aston told me sometimes like it's not a huge turnout. You get 10 to 15 people. That was then, Tekken Force. When Tekken Force was happening, it was you would get about 30 to 40 people. I remember, But with 360 Gaming, Aston telling me sometimes 25 people, 20,
That's still impressive,
They're doing the monthlies now.
Okay, that in the grand scheme of things, that is still pretty impressive, because again, a lot of games really struggle to go over 15 people, because I was involved in all kind of games like Blaze Blue and all that.
General, let me ask you this question. So
yeah, sure.
At my event, I had 100 people wanted to enter. Now, what the fuck was I supposed to do there? I wasn't expecting that shit. There were 20 screens. I was expecting about 30, 40 people to show up. So if I do another event, if 150 people show up, then like, why don't these events let go of this bitter feud, whatever it is, right? Put it behind us, and let's have something big for Tekken. Tekken is a cool game. That's what I say to them. If you guys are listening, let go of it. And like right now, I'm not interested in doing another event. When I get that passion, I'll do it, because it takes nothing but passion to do a good event. And so I feel like I'm not done with it till I get a Korean over here. If you guys are listening, I'm not done till I get a Korean over.
Wow.
I want to do something that's not been happening, because when I spoke to Nee, he was like, I really want to come over to UK, because we've never had a Korean here. And they've seen Lions then. Snake Pit and Tekken Force been going for years. I've done one bloody event, and they want to come to Lions then. So I must have done something right. Not to sound arrogant or cocky, but and I really want to bring these players over. But then, if I bring these players over, they're gonna be like, Lionel's event is like this. It's entertainment. It's hype. We don't want to go there. It's always going to come down to something, General.
Okay. Well, I'm not really quite.
Who cares?
Yeah, sure.
Who cares what the haters think?
Okay. I mean, well, if you do manage to pull it off, I mean, I think it wouldn't. I mean, for F's sake, if a top player is in town, and just out of hatred, the so-called top players don't want to go just because it's your event. Then that kind of seems a bit dumb. That's what was that saying? You're gonna rip your nose off to spite your face. What was that saying? Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, like I said, if you're gonna hate someone over a computer game, you gotta look at yourself and you gotta look at life. You know, you ain't gonna take how many games you want. You ain't gonna take how many games you want to the grave. I can make it happen, General. Honest to God, from the bottom of my heart, I can.
Again, in all honesty, mate, if you manage to pull this off, I'm going to be certainly down there because obviously it's not often that we'd get, Koreans. They are the proper. Yeah, they are the proper superpower at this game. It's like, it's not so much what the Japanese develop; it's what the Koreans are developing. It's like, wow.
Yeah. You know what? And if I did do it, how about this? Yeah. Go ahead, Benno. Go ahead.
I was saying, I know a couple of the Irish guys are actually thinking of going over to England for a tournament or two if there's like a big tournament. So I'd say they'd actually probably be interested in something like that.
I mean, SVB's happening. SVB, that's supposed to be like the UK major. But again, it doesn't appeal to me, General, because of the pricing. And they got mad at me because when I said, it was my opinion again, £20 to enter a venue and £20 for a game. To me, that's too pricey, man.
That is.
Yeah, people like you hating. I said, what if I get knocked out first round and there's fuck all to do? I'm not hating. I said, someone better suck my fucking dick.
That's kind of an interesting school of thought because, again, I went to CEO. The actual venue fee was... Well, actually, if you convert it to pounds, it still is actually identical because it was like $45 for the entry to the event, and then it was like $10 per game. But I can blatantly tell you, the thing about CEO is there's actually a lot more to do than, ironically enough, just play fighting games. Because again, it was
be
like,
honest, General.
Yeah,
exactly. You got to be honest. You saw the hype. You saw the hype there. SVB, they didn't have a great turnout. Because it was too expensive, man. And I was like, I supported the event. I was like, you know what? Someone asked me this. I didn't say this. Someone was like, Liono, please tell me you're coming to SVB. And I'm like, dude, it's too expensive, man. Like, most of the demographic are students. You got to understand they're students. So, these, if you guys are listening, event organizers, please, don't worry about the prize money. Put on a good event. Reasonable prize money and show people a good time. How about this? Being hospitable, General. I shake everyone's hand when they came to Lions Den. I shake everyone's hand. Welcome to. Make sure you have a good time. When you go to some of these events, it's not hospitable. No one's being nice. No one's like, welcome, man. Welcome. Yo, make sure you have a good time. This is that. No, it never happens. I'm sorry, that's the truth.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. That kind of is true. I mean, the problem was, my perspective is skewed because the problem is when I went to SVB, the realization was, oh my God, I know all these people because it's like, oh, that's Bullet. I didn't even actually know that Simeon was Bulletproof. I always heard this name Bulletproof, and it was only until I got to SVB, oh, you're Bulletproof, but I know you're Simeon, and it was like I didn't actually realize the Dragons were the Dragons. I just always remember them as the Twins. So it's like when I went to events like SVB, I already knew half the people anyway because obviously I'm an old fucking git. But so,
you be looking good, man. You got that good Chinese skin.
I'm not Chinese. I've just got that stupid affliction where Orientals just look young naturally. But anyway, and my age is classified. But anyway. But anyway, hold on.
Man, I saw your Skype picture, man. Don't lie to me. You know what? I never come on Skype to talk to guys. Feel privileged. I'll always be talking to bitches, General. I'm like, damn.
I'm honoured, bro. Okay. Actually, do you know what? Let's just get off this point because I don't know if this next point is kind of biased. But let's discuss who are the powerhouses because I remember there's a big event in the summer and your boy Azim was billed as one of them, I believe.
You know what? Everything I've said, right? I've made predictions, and it's all come true. People were like, "Nah, Tag's gonna come out. The new players won't be able to compete with the old school players." It's been a reverse ideology. I said the new players. There's a player called Uma Kazama. He will cause you guys trouble, and he has. But the powerhouses from like now taking a step back, and it's nice to sometimes observe and really, you look at a player's gameplay, you look at his movement, you look at all the punishment. You look at his patience. Because I wasn't a patient player. I just come out and I start brawling. But the powerhouses right now. I'm gonna. All right, let's exclude Aston for a minute, right?
All right.
The pound for pound, I think at the moment, I'm gonna give you say a top 5 or top 4, right?
Okay, bring it.
And they will. Aston agreed with me. I said, look, this is my opinion.
Shadow. Would it be somebody like say Shadow Force, Starscream, Ryan Hart, obviously. No.
This name that I'm gonna throw out, you're gonna be like, I think he was relatively unknown in Tekken 6, but he was getting better. He just gets tournament nerves, but now he's really shown his worth. There's a player called Real Menace, Gabriel. His name's Gabriel.
I don't think I've heard of that name. Have I even met him before? Did he ever go to the snake pit? Okay.
He's a handsome. You know what? He's a handsome black dude. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, fuck, you good looking guy, man.
I probably might have met him at Snake. I probably did meet him at Snake Pit, but because obviously Snake Pit, they all run on teams. I don't. Well, actually, I probably should have remembered. I should probably remember the name because I was a bloody idiot streaming it, and I should.
like, fuck it up. When do I go home, man? Fuck, this is killing me. No, but he's a very introvert person. Keeps himself to himself, but you know what? Very cool dude, but. He's the only one who's been beating Asim, and this is from what I've seen. And I played him about 3 months ago, and I was like, wow! It was you know what? I played JDCR, and I felt like, you know what?
Wow!
He's powerhouse. I played JDCR in Germany. He's a powerhouse, but there were chinks in the armor. You could feel it. You know, the Koreans can be beaten. I played Real Menace. I felt the same feeling that I was playing like a fucking Korean. I couldn't grab him. Like, it was like, oh my gosh, this guy's leveled up, and he's playing the game a lot, and he's been playing Asim. Funny enough, he's been playing Asim a lot. So, Asim's like the Manny Pacquiao, and like, you sparring with him, you're only gonna get better. Asim, like, he doesn't rate the Koreans at all. He's like, if I had my Pakistani training, it would blow Koreans out the wall.
Pakistani training.
Yeah, I don't know how they train out there. I don't want to get stereotypical. I don't want to say some shit because if I say shit, so people are gonna get like, oh, he's fucking. I'm a Pakistani myself, but I don't want to take the piss. But like out there, they play hard, man. They play hard.
Okay, so we got Real Menace. Who else going to throw into it? So none of the old school heads then.
You know what? Some of the old school heads, I'm gonna throw out. See, the thing is, you gotta look at players. Consistency, right?
All right.
Consistent, and I don't look at how good you were at Tekken 6. I look at how good you were at your last game or at the latest game that is right now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
I judge people on that, right? So. The player after, I think Gabriel is the strongest player. Believe it or not, it's a bold statement, but I'm going to be honest. I think he's the strongest player in UK right now. Then after that, I think it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. You could say Dinosaur, Ezzy.
Yeah.
But Ezzy is not. I don't think he's adapted to this game because you got players like Tim. It's a mixture. It's like, I think Menace is the strongest, but then it's like 5-6 other players who are on a similar level. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. They're all beating each other.
At the same time,
you're not really standing out. But I think Omar Kazama, there's a little kid called Tariq. And you know what? The Italian dude Phantom, he's strong as well. So you throw him in the mix as well. He's very strong. There's a Phantom. All right, I'm going to say Asim, Real Menace, Phantom, and then I would probably say Dinosaur, and then maybe Ezzy. But you know what? There's a little player called Jace. His name's The One. He's another good player as well. So I'm throwing him in the mix. That'll be the top 6 or 7, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just happened to have found a video of this Real Menace. Hold up, let me just bring it up, and I think it was an old Tekken Force by the looks of it. Because again,
yeah, he wasn't that great at. He was still learning. But if you look at his latest games and Tag 2, very strong, man. Asim's the only one that can really beat him, and I think if he had a first to 30 against Asim, that would be... surprise! It is Asim versus Real Menace from Tekken Force qualifiers, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, and watch this game. Actually, He's the only one who actually beat Asim a game in the qualifiers. How about that? He beat him a game. No one beat him a game. And you look at the fights, you know, they're relatively close. But Asim wiped the floor with everyone at the UK Nationals, pretty much.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
But yeah, Real Menace, he don't live far from me as well. I think there's something in East London. I think it's the water, man.
East London. I'm gonna. Real talk. I got nothing nice to say about East London. I wish it burned to the ground. The whole place. It's a horrible place.
Where'd you live?
I live in Stratford.
You must be mad because you got the Westfield there, and you have Wireless Festival there, and.
Yeah, no, I love Westfield because it's like literally an oasis in literally a sea of fucking shit. It's like literally for as long as I stay in Westfield, I can forget that I live in fucking Stratford, and then I step out and it's like, oh fuck. Although the ironic thing is, I almost got killed in Wolfenstone, which I find bloody hilarious because I always thought
I want to know about this. Like, I heard about it, but you know, I want to hear it from your mouth. Somebody tried to stab me outside my mate's house. Literally, he was only 30 seconds away. It was like literally a crossing bridge. It's not that big of a deal. What it was literally there was this crossing bridge, and I knew I shouldn't cross that bridge. I think something bad would happen. But I thought, well, actually, if anything bad happens, my mate is literally just on the other side of that bridge, and I'll be safe. Surprise, surprise! Some little bastard comes up and says, "Give me your phone! Give me your phone!" And it's like. Well, actually, fuck this story. I've told it a zillion times. Just type in TE stick. Just type in TE stick General Skirmish, and yeah, you'll find the story. I've had enough. Put it this way. Someone tried to stab you, and yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, Skirmish, would not tell the latest part of that story about CEO.
Oh yeah, literally. I actually finally met the man whose joystick saved my life, and yeah, I thanked him, and that was damn cool. But anyway, actually, Markman. Obviously, Markman. Yeah, how can we not talk about Tekken and not mention Markman? Because obviously, like I said, Markman, Tekken. Yeah, you know, selected.
He supplies the stick. Yeah.
And obviously, he really likes Tekken.
Yeah, I mean, bruv, you know what? You got to be a dumb fuck to first of all trying to stab a general. On top of that, General don't wear a bulletproof vest. General wears a fucking arcade stick as a fucking vest.
It wasn't as glorious. I didn't. No, because in all honesty, a lot of people.
The audience don't need to know that we made it glorious.
I know. But in all honesty, it wasn't. It's not. If you read the exact story. No, I didn't. If you read the exact story, he didn't. I would, obviously, it's one of the things you wish you did, but at the time, no. He didn't get my shit in the end. Literally, the only thing, literally, I got my hand cut because I tried to grab his blade, but at the same time, that's as far as it got. Yeah,
Thank God nothing happened to you, brother. Thank God. Over a phone, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes. Because you know what, I've been born and bred in Whitechapel, and it's rough.
Yeah, definitely.
Some dude tried to rob my phone. And I told him, I said, take the phone. I said, listen, you can take the phone. But when I find you, I'm going to kill you.
What the fuck?
I got the Liam Nielsen line from Taken on him back in the day, 10 years ago. I said, brother, when I find you, I'm going to kill you. I'm fuck you up. Right? And he said, you know what, dude, take the phone. And you know what phone I had? I had an 8210, bruv.
Wow.
8210, bro. When that phone came out, I was like, damn, these little red phones. Everyone, bitches be looking at, he got 8210. He must be cool. I'm like, yeah, damn right.
Yeah, well, like I said, yeah.
If someone tries to rob me, I'll be like, man, take the phone, take it. I've got games on there. I've got Angry Birds. Take it.
What the fuck?
I've got Angry Birds. What else? Left me. I remember I had a shit phone in the club. I lost it. The guy gave me the phone back. He goes, I don't want this phone. I said, fucking take, bro, you want this phone? You're gonna take it. I said, I've got loads of games on it. Take it. Bro, that phone lasted me a long time because, you know what, I lost that phone, people give it back to me. I could be in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a boat, I'd drop it in the sea, scuba diver, come out nowhere, hey, bro, you lost your phone. I'm like, what? Take it.
Okay. All right, so the only powerhouse off the top of your head is just Real Menace, and again, you just mentioned some of the older heads. So, just any other names then?
Because if they when I mean a powerhouse, I don't think no one could beat him in the first to 20. The UK heads, Real Menace. You know, I don't think they could beat him. You might able to beat him first to 2, but if it's a first to 20, like Reinhardt, he doesn't really play the game. You know, and I don't blame him because you know, there's not really much happening for Tekken. But you know, Manchester, they've got a few good players. I have to say, Juggernaut. There's a Jack player called Juggernaut. He's a good player. Esmond. You know, Manchester really. I think Manchester have got the right idea, General. To be honest.
In all honesty, they've always had. They literally, because you know, I've had them on the show a couple of times, and it's like, they're sort of baffled how we have multiple scenes for every single game. It's like, to them, that's just that's proper weird. They just don't get why we have people playing Blaze Blue, we have people playing KOF, we have people playing Street Fighter, we have people playing Tekken, then we have people playing Soul Calibur / Dead or Alive. In Manchester, no, it's just one scene that plays all those games in one.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really don't understand about the FGC on a whole is, you know, the FGC in itself is a really niche thing. Like, it's a very small role, especially in the whole competitive gaming scene. But like, people in for most, obviously, you said Manchester's not really like that, but places that they play different games and they just stay separate. And like, I don't understand that. Like, granted, fighting games, you know, can be very different, and you may not like this game for whatever reason, but there should be unity amongst all the different communities. I really do believe that.
In all honesty, there was. It was the arcades, because again, the reason why I'm safe with Martin was because, you know, I always used to hang out with the arcade. I mean, I never used to play Tekken at all, but, you know, I used to just get on with him, and, you know, it was like Martin, it was like Ezzy, it was like Gordon, a couple other guys, I've forgotten their damn names, and it was like, we just hanged out together, and even though we didn't even play each other's game, we were just, again, they were just people, so so I could definitely say as an old git, there was unity back in the arcade, but ever since the arcades are gone and everyone just sticks to their own game, it has become this sort of, oh, your game sucks. Oh, it's like, I think even James NK mentioned. I think even James NK mentioned it. It was like the most weirdest things. We're tolerant for. I mean, it's a bit funny. Izzy. No, sorry. I mean, why did I say Izzy? I mean, sorry. I meant Liono. Sorry, I meant Liono. Yeah, it's a bit weird. You Liono saying that there was that you said Adam encountered racism, and I just think that's kind of weird because in all my years in the FGC, I have hardly ever encountered any racism whatsoever. As a matter of fact, do you remember the last time when we had Dr. Dumont? He actually mentioned how there was none of that in the FGC, but yet, you know, an old guy asking directions on the street, and he mentioned that he was from an island. It was like, he called him a foreigner. I was like, what?
How about this? You know what? I don't want to get too deep into it, but I've been called racist slurs by your friend, Mr. Martin. But that's all behind the computer. You know, behind the computer, your friend, Mr. Martin, is some sort of, I don't know, he thinks he's some god, but in real life, he doesn't talk like that. He's a nice guy in real life. And I'm thinking, really, dude? You know what it is? Like, I think, with the Tekken scene, they think this is the gospel truth. This is the dogma. Tekken should be played this way. And I came along and I said, no, Tekken, it should be played freely. There's no this way of playing Tekken, there's no that way of playing. And I think that's what pissed off a lot of people.
Play the game how you fucking want. It's a video game. Don't take it seriously.
It's a video. And colour. When does colour come into it? Fair enough. I may banter. I'll banter the most where I'll drop like colour slurs here and there. I'm from East London, bro. We banter all the time, but there's nothing personal behind it. But you know, it's like when colour comes into it, and I'm like, okay, you know, because you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You felt like it's the whole terrorism thing, you know, when that was blowing off. Like, I said blowing off and terrorism.
Don't worry about that. Yeah. Everyone thinks I'm a mad gun nut for whatever weird reason. But anyway.
But yeah, I mean, he said this, and now, like, why shouldn't I support him when, like, no one showed him no love? No one showed him no love. He could barely speak English, and he goes, "Do they hate me because I'm Pakistani?" I said, bruv, I think they hate you because you're kicking the fuck out of everyone.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that definitely. Again, no, my whole point was, it's a bit weird how. Now, generally speaking, my travels in the FGC, and again, I've been around a long time. I've encountered so little racism. As a matter of fact, the only time I encountered racism is literally on the train journey there and back. And that was about it. But my whole point was, literally, somebody even mentioned this, James NK. It's like we're a very weird community in that we tolerate. We tolerate, the different races. Hell, we even tolerate different sexual preferences, because, you got a lot of gay players and, some transsexuals. But yet, for whatever bizarre reason, you play a certain game, they fucking hate you. It's like, what? It's like, okay.
I mean, it's weird.
That
weird.
was absolutely brilliant what James and Kachi said.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna. If only I could. If only I should have favorited that and posted up on my.
I actually have the video. I'll link it to you afterwards.
Oh yeah, sure.
What he basically said was, he goes, this community is accepting to anyone, regardless of your colour, of your gender, or your sexual orientation. And he goes, the community is like, if you want to fuck a tree, you can fuck a tree. But are you playing, your game's got a block button, your ass.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. And sums it up perfectly. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but if you play a game that they don't like,
yeah,
you're shit. You don't like you. At least in some cases. And that's what I find so strange.
Yeah, I know. Because again, I've been around all the different. Yeah, sorry.
They all love fighting games, whether it be this one or that one. Can't completely just get together. We managed to bridge racial boundaries, gender boundaries, like sexual orientation boundaries. Well, at least for the most part, regardless of a couple of little racist things you might have mentioned. Why can't people just accept each other for the fucking video games they like?
Again, I don't get it either, because again, I've been around all these different communities. It's like literally, I think I told you that story how James reached out to a certain guy and said, we'll give your game this space, and he flat out just went up and say, no, I am never going to go to any event that plays Street Fighter 4. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that
weird,
shit.
Man. But you know what, General, can I give my opinion on it? You know what?
Yeah, sure.
They could call me whatever they like. You could call me a packy, whatever. I'm not gonna take it personal. I forgive whoever.
You what?
I don't take things personally. You gotta understand. I don't get offended. It's hard to bloody. You know who could offend me? I tell you who could offend me. My family. That's it. Not someone who plays a fucking video game. So I asked him. He wants to make friends. That's the bottom line. He wants to make friends, and he was like, I said, you need to fucking let some of these guys win, you cunt. but he goes, look, I'm not even that good, but what I said to them, and I said to the UK community, to the Tekken community, London Tekken community, because mine was like, again, it's coming back to your boy. He was like, nah, he's not the best. Asin's not that good. But he whacked him up so many times. He's whacked up so many, learn a thing. What a metaphor. I could give it like Bruce Lee. I'm not comparing Asim to Bruce Lee, no way. But it feels like when Bruce Lee came over to California, and people, they said, you know what, your fighting style is no good, and they challenged him, until he kept winning, and then they became his students. So, and this is what's happened now. Asim got so many students. But again, the elitists, the old school players, they don't feel like we have to conform to them. They feel like, you know what, nah, we know enough. We've got a huge ego. Man, Asim is special. How many tournaments has this guy won, General? So many.
Yeah.
And what I love about him, he's so humble. He lets his game do the talking. So I believe the UK, London players will only level up is by playing him. And that's the God's honest truth. You're not going to level up. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be so blunt right now, right? There's some players who come to the scene just to make up the numbers, right? Mm-hmm. So why don't you try to learn off Asim? Whatever you're doing, you've been in the scene for like a year and a half. You're bloody shit, mate. I'm going to be honest. And so I don't play the game. I could come back and I can beat most, General. And you saw me in Manchester, right? That's me without any practice. Imagine I came back to the London scene. You think I won't be one of the top heads again? Of course I will be. I know I will be. But I was like, you know what? That's the problem with the scene. That is the problem. There's a lot of hate and envy and jealousy. And that's the bottom line. But you know what? They're going to face me. But hey, I'm on my own, and I'm seeing this, and I pointed it out. Why does Aston chill with me if I'm that bad of a person? Why does he chill with me? He's the best. You know, don't get me wrong, there's loads of lovely people in the scene. It's only a few idiots who are messing it up, you know, for everyone else. And unfortunately, I feel like I've shined my light on the UK Tekken scene. I really did shine my light, and loads of people. In fact, in America, they were like, yeah, Lionel, you're UK Tekken scene. They didn't know anyone else. I was like, no, but actually my goal was, with doing Lions Den, you know, it was to showcase the UK players. That was my initial goal. I'm the personality here. Use me, but don't abuse me. But unfortunately, you know, General, it's not all you know, roses.
Yeah. Nah, fair enough. Anyway, damn, we've run out of time, but I hope we get this last bit in because, well, the reason why this show's called It's Tekken Again London Edition is because, well, basically, the impression we were, too long, didn't read part was Birmingham really does not like Tekken Tag 2. In matter of fact, they didn't really have much good things to say about it, and it kind of annoyed a lot of my viewers, including you, Bento.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, what are you, in your personal opinion, saying about Tekken Tag 2 then? Do you think it is actually a good game compared?
Good question. Oh, man. Okay, so I have to be very careful with what I say because, you know...
Well, not really, because again, the people in Birmingham pretty much... Yeah, they pretty much said this is just pretty much Tekken 6... Well, yeah, Tekken 6.5 or not even 5 or 0.2.
Okay. I played the game before it came out.
Okay.
Right? I played it 4 months before it came out when I was with Namco, working with Namco, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I looked at the game, I didn't want to say much, and I was like, man, I played Tekken. I know the fundamentals of Tekken. But I was like, they're trying to sell the game. Harada, you know, when he was touring, he was trying to sell the game. And you know what? Those guys, they've done their best, honestly, guys. They're really, you know, Harada is such a good soul. When I see people sending hate towards him, I'm thinking, this guy's such a good soul. He honestly, you know, tried his best to sell the game and break it down. And you saw me, I've done tutorials. I would do tutorials for people on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to teach this TV presenter how to play Tekken. You know, it was just another ploy of selling the game. And
I remember that. I saw that, actually, yeah.
It was another ploy of getting people to, you know, play the game and, you know, hopefully they go out and they buy it and whatnot. And I tried my utmost best, honestly, guys, from the bottom of my heart, to break the game down, try to, as easy, you know, as possible. And from the bottom of my heart, the game is too difficult to play for the average gamer. It's too difficult. And for the hardcore gamer, you're going to go to a tournament and you're going to get battered by Asim, Reinhardt, or whoever. Then you're not going to want to come back and play the game again. So, in my opinion, I think it's an amazing game. It's, don't get it twisted. The graphics, what I love about Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is the graphics. The stages, I think you know, it's an amazing game. I think Tekken, I see what Harada tried to do, you know, with the fanboys. They wanted Kunimitsu, they wanted, you know, P-Jack, all these nostalgic players and their characters. They wanted them back. But within doing that, you made it too complex. The game is too complex. There's too many characters. Street Fighter 4, why it's so hyped? It's simple, man. It's simple. How many moves are there? 10 to 15 moves?
Something like that. Yeah. Probably not even that high, but yeah. Or you could be like Guile, who's only ever had 2 special moves ever.
I love Guile. Don't hate on Guile, General.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's a bit weird. Out of all the games ever, Guile has only ever had 2 special moves, which is Flash Kick and Sonic Boom.
Exactly, right? But you know, he's a character that transcends. There's not many characters in Tekken Tag 2 that you could say, wow, that character really transcends. You know, some of the new characters, I can't really say apart from like Miguel. I think Miguel, he exuberates authenticity. I love the way he moves, his animation. When I look at a character, you got to see the hardcore gamers. They look at strong points. They look at punishments, juggles, combo damage, you know. Then look at this, like Lars, you know, he's very damaging. But I look at a character that's cool. And, you know, Miguel, he really appeals to me. He's really authentic character. Just like Street Fighter, you know, Street Fighter, you look at the characters, this is why it's still so popular. Because Ono, you know, another great guy, you know. I don't know if you got time, but you know, for a story when I went out with Ono and Harada, but you know,
that sounds messed up. I do want to hear it now that you mentioned it. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, we got to hear that.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to hear that.
You know what? This is a story, you know, that will stick with me for a while. You probably guys seen the interview with me and them, right? But you know, they showed me so much love. You know, they got in touch with me. We went out. I went out with these guys. Oh my gosh, these guys are crazy. They're crazy, but you know what? You wouldn't think, you know, these guys, they got mad money. You know, they got mad money, but you wouldn't think they're so humble. Went out with these guys, and Harada challenged me to a 35 tequila shots, right? I said, you know what?
You what?
This opportunity.
Whoa! You're not you're not trolling me, are you? Damn.
No, I'm not trolling you. So, you know, 35 tequila shots. I said, you know what? Let's do this. Now, my ego kicked in. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do this guy. I said, so worse if it's Harada. I'm gonna whip his ass. Man, after 2 shots, I started puking. He done up to 7-8. He was drinking tequila like it's fucking water, man. So that's a story that, you know, I don't tell many people. But the dude he's a larger. Both of them are larger than life characters. They really are.
No, for sure. I gathered that because I just noticed Harada, he proper bodies people on Twitter. It's like, apparently I heard the story how some guy said, yeah, why did you, how can you make Tekken more balanced? And his reply was, yeah, we tried that. We had Gan Ryu times 42 times.
Hey, look, man, you know what? Like, since I've done, you know, like I've been doing whatever, you know, you see me doing these videos, I started getting Twitter followers, like 2,000-3,000 followers. And when I would put up a tweet, it would always get challenged. This, and look at, he's got like 30,000 followers. That must drive him nuts.
Bloody hell, yeah. Fuck, damn.
Yeah.
That must drive him crazy. So if I know him, that's the thing, I know him, I've chilled with this guy. So he's not a bad person. When I see people writing bad things about him, Harada's this.
Oh, actually, that's an interesting point. Now you mention it. Does he actually speak decent English then, or you just happen to be godlike with Japanese?
Oh man, his English is fine. Listen, if you watch that interview, go on YouTube, guys. Watch Liono interviewing Harada and Ono. You see him speak English. He's English. The dude is a troll. He's a real life troll. I met my match when I met Harada, but you know what? He loves me. He showed me so much love, and I said, you know, I love you too. He said, I love you, Liono-san. I said, I love you too. And I said, you know what? That means a lot. To play one of the makers of Tekken, you know?
Actually, that's a good point. Now that you mention it, were you around when apparently Harada, he actually stepped into casino to play Tekken tag? I mean, what, to play Tekken?
Hey, how about this? Yeah. Go on YouTube and write Liono versus Harada. I've got footage of me playing him before the game came out. Go check that out right now.
Wow, okay. Actually, yeah, I forgot. Oh, wait, I forgot. I got it right now. Okay, so Liono versus Harada. Okay. Liono versus Harada.
Yeah, I think I've seen that match as well.
Oh,
He's an alright, he actually is.
Yeah, I think he's one of the few. He's one of the few creators that is actually good at his own game.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. He actually kicked my ass. People like, you let him win. I said, man, listen. First of all, I don't play stick, right? Second of all, I didn't know the fundamentals of the Tekken Tag Tournament too. And I said, listen, when I'm on the fighting game machine, I don't care who the fuck it is. I'm gonna try taking you down. But Harada, you know, the dude is good at the game. If he came to UK, he'd be a top head.
Okay, the video is playing right now, and oh my god, you got a little cabinet and everything. Damn. Hold up.
Yeah.
Let me bring the sound back on, because normally I mute it for the purposes of the thingy bob. Let's unmute it. Wow.
Yeah, I actually remember seeing this video, actually, yeah.
Oh my god, he uses Fang. He isn't that Fang a bloody cheap bastard from what I remember?
No. Fang's I think he's an all-round character. He's not cheap. You know what? I wouldn't say he's cheap. No, not my. You know, you need skill. He's saying.
You see, I think in Tekken, especially Tekken Tag 2, there isn't really anybody who's cheap. Because, you know, everybody has, like, good things about them. Everybody has, you know, the odd gimmick. So, you know, when kind of everyone has something, it's not really cheap at all. Like, there isn't really anything like that I could consider that this is cheap over this. Everyone has stuff that, you know, might catch someone out. Everyone has stuff that's good, everyone has stuff that's bad. Obviously, there's some people that are bigger, better tier than others. You know, obviously Mishimas are, you know, always going to be high tier compared to other characters. But there is no one who could just say, oh, that character's cheap. Like, you might have a move that might be a little gimmicky, but so does everyone, really.
No, you know what, Bento, that's a great point. And you know, when you said Mishimas are strong, when people say, oh, you know, I've heard it so many times, oh, he uses top tier characters, he's this. That should give you an incentive to want to beat him even more.
Oh, wait, I just realised something.
Exactly.
I just realised something. The cabinet's not set to the proper tournament standard of best out of 5.
Nah, unfortunately not.
So the match wasn't legit.
Oh yeah, it's not legit, bro. It's not legit, bro. It's not legit.
Yeah, because obviously it's now, it is accepted tournament standard to be best out of 5 in Tekken, which is why everyone complains the game takes so long. Which is why everyone complains why Tekken takes so goddamn long.
You know, on top of that, you know, you got 2 characters. I mean, General, I want to know yours and Bento's opinion. You know, what's it gonna take for UK, right? I could go to Namco. It will be amazing if all the UK heads. Can you imagine Manchester? I know Manchester, they're not like that. Birmingham are not like that. Which is the problem in London. But if everyone really want to do a big boy event, came together, united, galvanized as one, and we went to Namco, I went to Namco, and I like guys though.
God damn. I don't want to answer that because the problem is, I just simply don't. I don't know. I'm not that qualified. I just run a silly show, which most of the time doesn't run on time. So I'll abstain from answering that. Bento, what's your answer?
And then having the General streaming that.
I would say no, because I think James is a much better qualified person and he's got more followers than every streamer combined together. I would say, yeah. To be brutally honest. Okay, Bento, what's your response? Because I'm abstaining from that. And plus, again, people would say it was. Yeah.
If people would organise that, people would come to it. Especially, I know a couple of the Irish lads would want to come to it. Because I know they've been talking about travelling. Because, you know, obviously they want to get the Irish scene out there more, and kind of travelling and meeting more scenes is what you got to do. But that is like it's a hard goal, but it is an achievable goal. And it would be amazing to have that kind of big event where all 4 corners of the British Isles, as the proper term should be, would come.
Yeah, because obviously, because you guys are the UK, yeah.
Yeah, and it would be, you know, it would be amazing whether it can be accomplished. Entirely depends on
it's just so damn hard.
It would take someone like you, Liono, and put it all together, especially if you wanted people like Namco to get involved.
But I'd say okay. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry, man.
You have to get Namco involved. You know, a lot of these guys are like, they're like F Namco. Man, dude, listen. If Namco's behind you, that it's like having Optimus Prime behind you. You know, you feel like, okay, you know, these guys make the bloody game. It's their game. So whatever they do, it just looks more professional. Namco didn't support me with no money. They just said, you know what, we're going to give you a few posters and shirts, and we like what you're going to do. And I said, you know what, guys, I respect that. You know, the rest we done with the team. Now, I believe with my energy, I know we can do something amazing. Because Filthy Rich was like, you know, I'm going to put up an interview with Filthy Rich up soon, right? He was like, you need to move out to America. We need you here on the mics, on the hosting. I said, you know what? I would love to, but London's my heart.
You said Filthy Rich, but didn't he like quit Namco a while back? So that was a while ago then?
He's gone to Double Helix now to make the new Killer Instinct.
Yeah, he's gone to Killer Instinct now.
Yeah. Okay, so that interview was a while back, or was that before when he was still with Namco? Because I know it was So
Yeah,
what?
you know what? That was it was when he was still with Namco. I'm gonna put it up soon.
Okay,
I've
sick.
got so much footage. I've got so much footage that I need to put up soon. So I'll get that up soon.
Okay, for real. In that case, yeah, to wrap it up, because again we've just gone over time, and yeah, that's it.
Sure, it's alright.
Gotcha. But yeah,
General, it's Asian prerogative to go overtime and to be late. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sorry, man. You got Asian. You got to be late.
Okay. If you,
I couldn't give a fuck. I could go on forever.
okay, but anyway. Well, we're not going to go on forever. We're not going to go on Blast Show forever because I was thinking, oh wow, why is it
6 hour long TST.
No, that I'm tempted to see if I could have the endurance to do that, but I think my larynx would short out, and plus I would have work the next day. But anyway,
I'd fucking do it. That'd be mad fun, man.
Okay.
I'd run the risk of passing out halfway through. But
okay, but no, the last 2 points was, so I think we've already answered this. Do you seriously think Tekken needs a major reboot, kind of similar to what happened with Soul Calibur? Because let's face it, the funny thing that happened with Soul Calibur was that game was literally shoved aside so that they could get Tekken Tag 2 out of the way. But yet, for a very long time, that game actually outsold Tekken Tag 2 until the numbers actually normalized a bit later. So, yeah, the game.
I mean, I think the UK Tekken fighting game community definitely needs a huge reboot. I think, first of all, the editing and you need a good camera team, because some of the stuff I've seen, it just looks like it's been done in 10 minutes on the Microsoft Paint, right? And I'm thinking I see a lot of characters they're trying to do what I'm doing, right? They're trying to do what I'm doing, and they're doing a pretty shit job. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
When I mean doing a shit job, I'm talking about the trash talk, because the trash talk is so bad. You know, when I done trash talk, there was nothing personal. It was all tongue in cheek. But the trash talk needs to be. It needs to be. You need to feel it. You need to feel it. And there's no hype. It needs a huge reboot. Just put it that way.
Okay, I wasn't really talking about the scene. I was really talking about the game. But if you...
you were talking about the game. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, the game. Do you think the game? Because again, I did put this out to the Birmingham a lot, and the Birmingham a lot said no, they don't think it needs a reboot, because let's face it, Tekken has been rebooted to hell a ton of times. Because obviously, we can all remember what happened with Part 4, where everyone just went back to Tag 1.
I mean, no, I don't think he needs a reboot like that. I think the game, people like Aris, I gotta respect Aris because he teaches the game. I think we need more people like that trying to teach the game, and nothing's hard if you don't understand it. If you understand it, then I think Tag 2 is a beautiful game, but it's time consuming, man. It's very time consuming, but I don't think it needs a reboot.
You know what my actual position on that is? I actually, from a competitive side, obviously I love Tekken 3 and Tag 1 the most. That's more nostalgia. But from a competitive side, I think Tag 2 is the best one because, it's a lot more hype. Because there's a higher kind of risk of, you could get popped up for a launcher, you lose a lot of life. It adds a bit more kind of tension to it. And the whole game is a lot more hyper. Let's be frank, Tekken 6 was kind of boring to watch. Obviously there were good matches, but for the most part it wasn't all that exciting. But Tag 2 is just so fun to watch. It just really is. Two people going at it in Tag 2 when it's really intense. It's actually amazing. And it can be extremely hype. Just look at Top 8 in EVO. I mean, that was pretty hype. That was amazing. Sadly,
in my opinion, and I'm just going to finish on this. With Tekken 7, I really believe Namco should eradicate Rage. With Tekken 5 DR, the good player won. But with Rage, it's given one launcher, that's it, you're done. If someone's on Rage, the opponent, if you got someone on Rage, you'll be like, all right, what do I do now? Shall I defend? Or should I go in and finish him off? And with this mindset, you're either going to get launched or I've seen ridiculous. I mean, looking at the other end of the spectrum, people come on, you make comebacks, this and that, So I mean, oh man, I just feel like, if you're losing, you don't get steroid road rage. You ain't gonna go crazy. So I feel like why should a character get that? Just my opinion, anyway.
Huh?
I think you should go back to basics.
The thing is, like, I
To a
like
certain
stuff
degree.
like that because, like, it kind of keeps you on edge and it keeps you to make sure you don't make mistakes. But as soon as you get caught out by it, you're fucked, really.
Listen, I've seen some ridiculous
It's good in
comebacks.
some aspects, but yeah, it's good in some aspects. Like, it is kind of, as I said, it's a bit more hype. It keeps you on edge, but it just can catch you out to a point where, you know, you be doing amazing, then, like, one, you know, say, like, you get hit by a death fist, rage mode, or even counter hit, or both, you're fucking dead.
No, that's true. But you know what?
That's what it goes down to.
No, but you're right. But you know what? On the positive note, I want to big up. You know, these guys don't get credit. You know, they don't get as much credit as they deserve. Is the combo makers. You know, people like
Oh,
TMD,
God, yeah.
Bull Rage. Who's that? The Swedish one, man.
The main man.
No, main man.
The main man.
Exactly. You know what? Guys are so skillful. They're like freestylers, football freestylers. And with Tag 2, what's the great thing about Tag 2 is they're honestly expressing themselves with combos. And I'm like, I enjoyed that more than watching a actual match. You know, I enjoy the combos. I'm like, damn, crazy.
I've actually never seen a game that's had more like combo videos made of it than Tekken Tag 2. They're literally everywhere. And like some of them are just like, oh, here's a combo, and some of them are, you know, really teaching you how to do it with all the proper inputs, and some of them are just like really fancy and awesome. And it is really good. Like, it is very entertaining. What some of them do, so the more kind of out there and stylish ones, is actually really good.
I agree.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, we're again just pressing way over time, and just to wrap it up, I'm just.
Sure, it's okay. Keep going. 6 hours to get.
Oh, God, Christ's sake!
General, when are you gonna have me on your show again? I'm telling you, you won't.
When we get some reinforcements, when we get your boy Azim, we got to get Rayhan. Damn, I want to get Rayhan on because again, he was supposed to come on the Birmingham show. So yeah, for sure.
Listen, I want to big up the Birmingham. Look, Birmingham. I want to big up. You know what? They invited me. They sent me an informal invite. They're like, we want you on commentary. I said, you know what?
Yeah, everybody wants you on commentary. It's like, what was it? When I was watching the Manchester Battle Arena stream, they wanted you to do Marvel commentary, even though obviously you know Jack Nathan's hot dog was at that game.
Listen, I know about Marvel. Listen. Oh, Matthew, listen, you know my cable is so sick. You know that move, Viper? Or Viper?
We're talking about Marvel 3, though. But not...
Actually, it was Sanford Kelly versus Justin Wong. And this, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And the dude tagged in cable, and he had this fucking huge blaster that was shooting at lasers. And he was saying, Viper, Viper. And the commentator was like, what an answer. And he did it again, Viper, what an answer. And I was like, people went nuts. I said, fuck, I want to play that game, and I want to pick cable, but apparently they kicked him out.
I am still salty about that.
Viper. You know what? I'm gonna go to the Marvel scene and pick cable, and I'm gonna bang you up in tournament, bro.
I don't think anyone plays Marvel 2 anymore. But yeah, it'd be cool. I'd be down for it because I haven't played Marvel 2 in a very long time. I'd have to dust off my Dreamcast.
I like Marvel. You know what? When I look at Marvel, like crazy shit is happening. I love Marvel. I love the characters, but it looks like a Bengali jumping. You know when Bangladeshi fight? No offense, but they fight like 20 on 1. Like growing up here, it's like a motherfucking game. 20 of them are coming. I'm like, fuck. So that's what it reminds me of. It's like pure jumping. You're stamping that motherfucker. You know? That's what it reminds me of.
One of the best analogies I've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm telling you. The most real analogy ever. It's like a Bengali jumping. Or a hackney You from East London. You see Marvel every day, bro.
Yeah, I know. I kind of wish I didn't, but yeah. Okay, okay, let's finally get onto this last point. Although I think I'll probably add an extra one in. What are we?
Truth be honest, you love us. You loving it.
Oh yeah, of course I'm loving it. It's a very different show.
You say for the past hour, this is my last question, General.
Have I? Okay, in that case, well, finally, what are we saying about Tekken Revolution? Because I haven't even downloaded that yet. I've heard some very mixed and negative reviews. So what are we saying?
Bento, you want to take that one first? No, you go first, dude.
My opinion on it, I haven't played a whole lot of it. I played a couple matches. I played like 10 matches and won them all. Oh, fuck it. But thing is, obviously, what they're aiming to do is they want to get more people into Tekken. Obviously, it's free to play, so they want to get more of a casual audience, get more people. Which is a good idea with the whole free to play model. You can pay money if you want. You don't have to pay money, which is good, and I like that. But the only thing is, some of the system changes, like they removed bounds. The whole bound system is gone, which makes it easier for new people because like smaller combos isn't more important, which is good for new people to get into the game. The only thing that is kind of I feel silly choice is they have all these invincible moves, which like for new people that is just horrible. Like that catches lots of new people out, especially if they're playing online. And obviously, it is an online game, so I think it's a good game. Other than that was the unquestionable choice, I think, is the whole having all these invincible moves.
Everyone keeps hinting that,
I feel it's a solid game.
Gotcha. Everyone is hinting that that Tekken Revolution, because they put those invincible moves in, that it's like a dry one for was it Tekken Cross Street Fighter?
I don't know.
That's what everyone's hinting.
I don't know.
That's what everyone's hinting. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I think they really are just wanting to get more people into it. And I'd say they're just trying out this new free-to-play model, which, let's be frank, is everywhere nowadays. Like, loads of stuff is going free-to-play. I think they just really wanted to test out this model and see if it'd work. Well, that's just kind of the way I feel. It's enjoyable, especially if you're not a big Tekken fan and you don't want to play like 2. At least it's free, so you can play around with it a bit. But again, I love the game's really cool. My only qualm with it is the invincible moves. They are a bit silly, but other than that, I feel it's quite good.
Okay. Liono?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I haven't played the game, man, so I can't really give you an opinion on that.
Whoa! You haven't? What? It's of no consequential interest to you whatsoever?
I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff on it on that Facebook and whatnot, and it's like I don't know, man. I really don't have an opinion on it. I can't really say. I can't judge it till I've played it. So I think Bento, I think he's given an honest opinion. Harada, he's always trying to innovate. He's always trying to do something different. So, there's a couple of things I know. There's a couple of things I know, but I really can't say. Maybe
Ooh.
In the next episode, because I knew about this game 6 months ago, but I didn't know much about it. So maybe in the next episode I can. Maybe if you do the next episode in 2 months, so I don't get that much stick from Namco.
So you're saying we could be getting TST exclusives?
Ooh, okay. I'm definitely down. I'm definitely down for that again. Damn. Okay.
I only deal with exclusives.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Ooh.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna have to mark that in my calendar. Yeah. Right.
Hey, General, next time on Skype, make sure you get some bitches for me, man.
That'll be a world first. Yeah, TST actually has a female guest.
What's going on, man? Listen, you need some bitches on here, bro.
I'll definitely make that an objective. I'll probably call the episode, "Oh my god, it's a girl." Oh crap, I'm now putting myself on Kotaku.
Do an on-Basho episode.
I'd rather not. I quite like being on Twitch.
Listen, if you want, I'll bring some ladies. You know what? There were loads of ladies that played Tekken. I could get one of them to, we could play bed Tekken with them, bruv.
You said it, I did it. Actually, now that you think about it, getting back on the rails, there were actually a couple of decent female players in Tekken. I remember Nikki from the Snake Pit. She was pretty decent. The Zafana player, if I remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I'm just thinking, what the hell?
Oh shit! I'm sorry, General. I laughed a bit crazy.
No, that's okay. Crazy laughter is always on this show at some point or another, because I got one as well, but haven't got any subjects that. Yeah, I got it.
Maniacal laughter is commonplace.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially when I do my Let's Plays. It's only during my Let's Plays that it comes out, actually.
Yeah, whenever he does a Let's Play and he happens to be mounting a turret or has some form of automatic weapon, then the maniacal laughter comes out.
Okay.
Listen, it's good to laugh. You should laugh every day. I laugh at my problems every day. I had a fucking £600 phone bill. I looked at it. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
You know what, man? I don't know how you could. I would just think, how the hell could you get a £600 phone bill? Bloody hell!
It's phone calls to Cambodia, bruv.
I'm not gonna judge her, but yeah, okay. Oh man. Oh. Okay.
I hope you guys enjoyed me having. I really appreciate you guys having me on the show.
Oh no. It's been a lot.
I was just going to say, this has probably been one of my favourite episodes of TST I've ever been on. It's been such a fucking laugh, man. Thanks for coming on. And thanks for having me on as well, Skirmish. You know I love fucking being on the show.
No, for sure. You're the co-host. You and Matt, you're the designated TST Illuminati. And one day, I don't know if it's possible. I want to get
to know about the Illuminati.
I don't know. One day, I don't know if it's possible. I want a picture of all three of us together. I don't know how that be. I mean, obviously, it would require me and Matt to go to Ireland, or you to come over here. But again, it's a case of you're in the middle of Ireland. Was it the Midlands as you put it? Matt is in bloody Manchester, and I'm in London. So you can kind of think, we are proper scattered.
Yeah.
You can make it happen. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Big tournament from there.
Again, it's a case of what will that big tournament be? Damn. Because, again, the closest we got so far, in my opinion, is hype spotting. But the problem is, a lot of the Londoners don't want to go to Scotland, which is a damn shame because it's such a fine tournament. And
Scotland's beautiful, as you know, you got to look at the bigger picture. It's beautiful as well. Not Glasgow. Not Glasgow.
That's the harder sell. Yeah, Scotland is definitely beautiful, but Glasgow. Well, actually, no. Real talk. Glasgow is actually all right. It's not because again, if we was to judge it against, well, let's say Stratford, where I live, Glasgow is bloody lovely. Sorry.
Actually, you know what? There was a Scottish. I didn't know much about the Scottish Tekken scene. They've actually got players out there. I played this dude called Jason. He was a low player. Man, they're pretty good, man. Again, like I said, General, it's really, it's really about going out there and really putting yourself out there. And, players will come out the woodwork.
For sure. But anyway, I think this nicely surrounds everything. This is the end of episode 27. All that's left to do is to thank my guests. So, as per usual, thank you very much, my co-host, Mr. Bento of Sento.
My pleasure, lads. Thanks for having me on.
And again, thank you very much, the very charismatic Liono. And hopefully, in a month's time, you can reveal to us these secrets, because I definitely want to hear them.
Oh, definitely.
Let's just see. You see, the thing is, I know a lot of the people in the games industry, so I don't want them getting mad at me.
Okay, but like I said, after 2 months, after they're revealed, then it doesn't matter. It won't matter. But anyway, let me just mute my guest.
You're right there, dude. You're coughing.
Okay. Yep. Oops. There we go. Like I said, as per usual, if you like to like, follow, and subscribe, like I said, you are watching the People Stream, and the VOD will be on Article 12, YouTube. That's it, YouTube/Article 12, and you can follow me on Twitter on General Skirmish. And actually, just for the hell of it, I'm just curious. Could you give this video a bloody like? Because normally I don't beg for likes, because there was this bloody idiot. I've forgotten what his name was. What was it? No, some YouTube commenter, I forgot his name, but he was like ripping people off, and he kept begging people for likes. But I'm just curious whether or not likes will actually make a difference. So, if we could just get 30 likes, I will eat a ghost chili pepper. Yes, I just want 30 likes just to see if it makes a difference. If I get 30 likes, I will eat a ghost chili pepper, and I'll show you the results on YouTube. I'm just curious whether or not getting likes actually make a damn difference. So anyway, guys, catch you later.
To the people!